Good evening and welcome to Nekoosa High School. I'm Steve Winterhack, and with me Randy Armka making the long trip up to Nekoosa, about an hour and 45, hour and 50-minute trip up here, unless we took some wrong turns like I did on the way up here. But Waupun getting set to take on the first time Nekoosa in football, and this is part of their conference in the South Central Conference. Both teams sitting at 4-1 and 2-1 in conference play. So this is, I think, a real kind of pivotal game for either team in this, whether you're going to be having a chance hitting a game out of first place in the conference or you kind of fade away a little bit. So I think it's an important game for both teams. Should be a great game between these two teams tonight.
A game that will maybe decide whether you're a pretender or a contender. And it really might come down to how you finish in the conference right here today. I think there's teams they expect to beat, and today it's two very evenly matched good teams.
Yeah, this should be a fun game. Just looking at the conference right now, you've got Berlin and the Dells that are sitting at 3-0, and Nekoosa and Waupun are the 2-1 teams. Everybody else is either 1-2 or haven't won yet on the season. So, again, Waupun looking pretty good. A rough start last week against Adams Friendship, but we'll talk about that game as we get further into our pregame show. Birthday mentioned, Bob Spanbauer let us know that it is Otis's 50th birthday today. So thanks, Bob, for sending that out to us, and happy birthday, Otis. 50 years old, man. He's catching up to us now.
I know.
I'm stopping it. I don't want to stop. I want to keep on aging, I guess. But happy birthday, Otis. Great guy. But, again, we have a lot of things to talk about here in the pregame show. We've got an interview coming up with Adrian Harmsen also on our pregame. We'll take a break right now. Beautiful, beautiful field, as you can see on the camera. And Big Nate Young doing the video streaming here today. It's only 3 years old. Very fortunate here in this community to have a facility like this with a track and the field is just beautiful.
Yeah, they tell me it's somewhere around $10 million what they
really?
put into this facility here with all the, that's including concession buildings and all the other, everything, even the practice fields behind us are just amazing. So,
yes.
Yeah, somebody got a referendum passed in this town, or otherwise there was a major donor.
Yes.
What a beautiful facility.
Yeah, something to be proud of for the community here at Nekoosa. And you've been here before to Nekoosa during Legion Baseball.
That's right.
About 10 years ago or so with your son Avery and his Legion Baseball team out of Waupun, and stayed over by Wisconsin Rapids at their hotel over there. But you've been to this town, but this is definitely something that wasn't here when you were here last time. The great facility they have, because maybe that football field could have been where the baseball diamond was before.
I believe it was. I talked to my son Avery last weekend, and he said, yeah, that was a combo field where they played the American Legion state tournament on, and combo football, baseball. I thought that's what we'd be showing up at here today. I had no idea that they had done this, and yeah, this is just absolutely. This is a college level facility. It's just amazing.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, like Steve and Randy's excellent adventure coming up here and meeting some of the locals beforehand coming up early. So a lot to talk about. We'll have that interview with Adrian Harmsen. That's coming your way in just a few minutes. Waupun at Nekoosa to take on the Paper Makers. Conference action for them. Back right after this on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Welcome back to more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show. Steve Witterhack with you at Nekoosa. The Papermakers play here. And Waupun's coach Adrian Harmsen joining us right now. And Coach, kind of a scary start to that game last week. About 5 minutes into the ball game, you're down by a couple touchdowns already in the game. What were your thoughts at that time?
Yeah, at that time, it definitely wasn't going our way. But, really told the kids, not to waver and keep doing what we're doing. And if we keep doing things our way and, what we've been practicing, things are going to turn around. And, things ended up turning around, so it ended up working out for us.
Couple monster games for you, though. Your quarterback, Chase Beam, 20 for 27, 341 yards. Also, Logan Prawl, 8 receptions, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns in that ball game. And at least one of those touchdowns, fancy footwork out there, got what looked just like be a routine catch into a touchdown. So a couple special performances by your guys.
Yeah, they both did well. They both had, stellar nights that Friday. So, we're looking for that again and, really looking to move the ball around. Logan's been a great resource for us. Beam has been a great resource for us. But we got some other players, too, like Emmett Hull, Graham Gopalin, Caden Del Ponte had a touchdown in that game, even our running back. So we're trying to find ways to move that ball around and get as many kids included as possible.
What's looking good on the defensive side? You got some hard hitters on that defensive side of the ball. Who kind of stands out in your mind on your defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, this past week, Landon DeGroff and Tucker Ramirez had great games for us. Quite a few TFLs. They were really getting penetration on the line there for us. And our backers were still working on, pursuing and, getting downhill, sending those blitzes in. And then, Braden Torres, another interception. I think now he leads the state in interceptions. So, he's doing a phenomenal job, but just got to continue to focus on the things that we're doing well and, those things that we're doing bad, fix those mistakes and be better next week.
Being a Waupun guy, growing up in this town and seeing the ups and downs of Waupun football, and I've seen you out there on the field playing on not a great team, but you racked up a lot of yards and got beat up pretty good. But I just watched that crowd that you had out there and the people that came out in the student section, and you got 3 undefeated teams besides this with a JV team, 7th and 8th grade team, 5th and 6th grade team. Lots of participation. I think Waupun's taken off in football right now. It's getting to be a pretty successful thing, and kids are buying into it, and you got the numbers coming up and everything.
Yeah, it's just a great thing to see here in Waupun. Going back to when I was little, it's, going to these games and seeing the stands completely packed, only standing room only. And, the game that we had against Adams Friendship, that was a great memory. And I hope, the kids that we have now are going to remember that for a while, seeing the community come and support them, for a great cause. With our homecoming coming up next week, we hope to see a game like that coming up shortly after Nekoosa here. Just all around great. Football's growing and we love to see it.
Well, here you go, taking on another 4-1 team overall on the season. You're tied in conference play too. And you're taking on, again, Nekoosa, the Papermakers. Had to learn what their mascot's name was. But what do you know about them? Obviously, a pretty good team with a 4-1 record right now. What do you have to stop on their team to be successful?
Yeah, offensively, they got a great line. They have a lot of good guys on their line. They like running wing T, a lot of misdirection. So for us defensively, we just got to read our keys. We have a few things that we think are going to work and, really shut them down on offense. And then just, ourselves offensively, we just got to keep moving the ball around. We have a lot of guys that can make a lot of things happen. So we'd like to think it's going to be pretty difficult for their offense or their defense, to really pick apart, one specific guy. Yep, Logan Pearl had a great week last week, but, we have quite a few other athletes that we're willing to give the ball to.
Okay, everybody healthy for you right now? I know football here, we're halfway through the regular season right now. You might have a few guys dinged up a little bit. Everybody ready to play here today?
Yeah, we got our bumps and bruises. Guys are going in to see the trainer, getting their rehab in. So doing for us, it's making sure that the kids just do the small things right. Sicknesses rolling around, making sure, washing hands, staying healthy, staying squeaky clean, things like that. But, we got some guys kind of banged up, but we're doing what we can to keep them healthy and get them playing for the rest of the season.
Okay, Coach, well, I'm excited to be part of this little ride with your team. Great success. I haven't seen this in almost 2 decades now with the records you've got and the athletes you have out there. So good luck today against Nekoosa.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, head coach of the Waupun Warriors, Adrian Harmsen, joining us, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Andy, a nice fall week here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're getting into the Brewers playoff push. The weather's starting to turn. We still got the patio open. We're starting to change over some of our beers on the tap line. I've got 4 Oktoberfest going right now, so we're bringing in a different cider to come with the fall, and there's always something going on here.
Packers come up against Vikings on Sunday.
They kick it off at noon on Sunday. We will definitely be here. We'll have wings going all day like normal for Packer Sunday, and drink specials and touchdown shots, and you have to stop in and see what we're doing. Yeah, we kicked the meat raffle season off again. We do it every other Sunday. We had one this last Sunday, and the next one is on the 7th of October. The last meat raffle and that meat raffle all together, and we're going to maximize the amount of money that we give to the animal shelter here in town.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Stop on by and get some great specials here, too.
Absolutely. You'll have to come in and see what Tierney's rolling off the special board, but chili's back in season on the soup board, so you'll have to see what we've got. We've got a couple of new appetizers you'll have to check out. There's definitely something here for you.
Have a great week, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Welcome back to Nekoosa Port Edward State Bank Field. They got it printed right on the field. Beautiful facility here. Nate's kind of panning through here and showing you the whole field there. Nate, give him a little pan shot on that of what the field looks like and the great facility that we're at. And we're sitting up in a nice press box right behind Nate, and a beautiful place to call the game. Waupun on the road, not quite 2 hours away up at Nekoosa. and they're taking on the Papermakers. Both teams sitting at 4-1, 2-1 in conference play, and tied for third place in the conference. So Waupun with a impressive beginning, or I should say game last week. Not an impressive beginning to the game last week with Adams Friendship down 14-0 early in that game, Randy.
14-0 without having an offensive play ran by Waupun. That's because he gave up a long touchdown to the opening drive to Adams, and then onside kick and another quick touchdown. And I think it was maybe little over 5 minutes into that first quarter, and Waupun down 14-0.
Yeah.
And you and I kind of looked at each other like, holy boy, this doesn't look good. And then a big turnaround and a great effort by that Warrior team to come back.
Yeah, that was a great job by them. We were a little worried that, man, this is going to go south in a hurry, and it already is. And like I said, I had that all written down. Now, there was 7:23 left in the first quarter, and Waupun was down 14-0, but then they scored 2 touchdowns of their own, didn't get the extra points, and they trailed 14-12 in that ball game. But coming out on top, 44-20, some giant performances by a couple of Waupun's players, quarterback and the receiver with Beam, and Paul out there having monster games.
There's so many weapons on this team, and you heard Adrian talk about that in his pregame interview with you. But yeah, just Logan Prawl, huge game, but I think there's other guys that are poised for breakouts, and if they're going to double on Logan because they saw what he did last week, there's certainly opportunities for other guys like Torres or Gopalin or Del Ponte or even the running backs. I mean, Isaiah Thurk at tight end. There's going to be guys open that can really catch the football and do something with it after they catch it.
Yeah, just looking at the numbers for Chase Beam, 20 of 27 for 343 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and he also carried the ball in the end zone a couple of times. Only 7 yards rushing in the ball game, but boy, he just lowers his shoulder right by the goal line and took it in a couple of times for those touchdowns. And of course, you got some great targets, like you mentioned, all those great receivers that he has to throw to out there. But it was Logan Prawl's night to really shine for Waupun's receivers, and he had 8 receptions, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns of 12, 22, and 35 yards. A huge game for him. And I did talk to Chase after that game and said, what does it feel like to have the targets you have out there to throw to on the Warrior squad with Torres out there, Emmett Hull, like you said, Isaiah Thurk, and even throw in Caden Del Ponte had himself a 55-yard touchdown catch. And he said that's a nice convenience to have guys that will catch it and even get you some yards after the catch.
Yeah, I'm kind of proud of myself. I did unofficial stats, as I always do on the fly. I ended up with Beam for 19 of 27 for 336. I missed one along the way someplace, but he ended up within 5 of that, and the same thing for Logan Prawl. I missed him by just a couple yards, but yeah, some huge numbers for those guys. Certainly capable, and what an addition Logan Prawl has been since he's moved over to Waupun.
Very confident young man, but confident in a good way out there, and just one of those players, a good team leader out there, only a junior, and we didn't notice him until a sophomore year playing basketball. You saw him before, but I had never seen him until basketball season. I said, who is that kid that's coming off the bench there, and eventually worked himself into the starting lineup as a sophomore last year, but it's been a nice convenience having him here. Now, as far as the Papermakers, they had a pretty impressive win last week, and we'll talk about that as we continue on with our Home and Auto Sales pregame show live from Nekoosa High School on RP Sports.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Okay, we are back. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga. Big Nate Young on the video streaming right now. And I like the pep band already here at Nekoosa, playing a little Chicago, 25 or 6-4. And we're off to a big game tonight in the South Central Conference. Just looking at the conference, you got Berlin and the Dells undefeated so far. And as far as those teams playing tonight, Berlin is at home against Ripon. So Berlin should get a win in that ball game. And as far as the Dells, they are on the road taking on Wautoma in that game, and the Dells should have
another victory
there, because we're going to talk a little bit about Nekoosa and the game they played last week. They took on Wautoma, and they beat them 49-0 in that game. It was 36-0 by halftime, of course, running clock when you get to the second half. So again, Nekoosa with an easy win. They had Nash Kirchmar, their quarterback, 3 of 6 passing for 54 yards, along with a touchdown. He'll run the ball once in a while. He had 38 yards last week, so not one of their main runners, but maybe their fourth leading runner on the team. But they've got a good bunch of running backs to hand the ball off to. Jacob Bertling, 10 carries, 131 yards in last week's game, 2 touchdowns, 1 of 60 yards, 1 of 7 yards. Owen Hugestager had 5 carries for 86 yards in the game. Finn Kirchmar, the brother of the quarterback Nash, 8 carries for 49 yards with a touchdown from 28 yards out. And again, pretty solid performance on a team that really prides himself on being able to run the ball.
Yeah, and I wonder about this field. I mean, you would consider Nekoosa maybe more of a mudder type team where they like to run 4 or 5 yards a crack, and this is going to be a fast track here on this beautiful, beautiful artificial turf field. So you wonder if it might not benefit some of our skill guys like a Logan Prowler or Braden Torres or Gold Pollen. Those guys that are slippery in the open field, because this kind of field really plays well into those high-level skill guys.
Man, I know we're at a class act now. They actually have a lit-up down marker over there. Have you seen that before?
I have not. I'm not in a high school game, no.
Wow, that is pretty amazing, too. So I'm liking everything I'm seeing here. But, again, the Nekoosa paper makers, pretty solid team. Just looking at their quarterback Nash Kirchmar, as far as per game, he passes about 68 yards per game, and he rushes actually 50 yards per game. He's a 6-foot senior, 170-pound senior, so pretty solid quarterback with a little height. And he's also, when you look at the running backs behind them, you've got his brother Finn Kirchmar. He's a 6'3 sophomore, 170 pounds, but he rushes for about 69 yards a game. 6 yards a carry. You have Jacob Bertling, a 5'4", they have him listed as. junior, 160 pounds, and he averaged about 74 yards a game. And Owen Hugestegger is 67 yards a game, and he's a 5'8" sophomore, 140 pounds. So
easy for you to say that last name.
Yeah.
That's like the PA guy here asking us about Kloosteboer and some of those names. So I guess it all depends on who you've grown up with.
That's right. The nationality, I don't know what Kirchmar is as far as nationality with that, but it's funny. Every town has their names that are very synonymous with their towns, and no matter where you go, and there just seems to be somebody with some of these names year after year, such a big family around the area. So we are almost set to get going here, and I think we're gonna take a break as they're having the national anthem right now. So Waupun on the road, almost 2 hours away from home, taking on their rival here today from Conference, Nekoosa Papermakers. Back with the beginning of today's game right after this on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmsen, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmsen, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, welcome back to Nekoosa. Ready to get things going here right on the beautiful field that they have here for the Papermakers. Waupun comes out as a team, and we've been seeing them play at home games a lot lately, so it's unusual to see them out there in their white jerseys with their black lettering on it, and Nekoosa with a dark blue jerseys and the white lettering on it. So these numbers will be easy to see, and that's the thing for us announcers that we have to try to figure those out once in a while.
And we don't have to worry about mud, even though it's dry. But yeah, this just immaculate field that they're playing on here. Just very, very beautiful. Kind of reminds you of Northwestern University, you know.
Yeah, that kind of
there with that big N.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're announcing their team player by player, which is kind of nice. A lot of teams just kind of go into the team thing like Waupun always does, but it's good to see the individual players come out here. Obviously, a lot of support for their team. Pretty good crowd. This is homecoming tonight for Nekoosa, so a big night. It'll be Waupun's homecoming up next week. So we're looking forward to that.
It'll be against Wautoma,
yep,
which is a nice opponent.
Yeah, we'll see another one of those new opponents for Waupun in football. So here we go, ready to play some football tonight. Both teams sitting at 4-1. I mentioned it before. Really, I believe a very important and pivotal game for either team in conference play. It'd be nice to be sitting at 3-1 in conference and 5-1 overall. Waupun still has to play Berlin yet coming up, so we'll see how good Berlin is this year. But they're undefeated so far in conference play at 3-0. As is Wisconsin Dells, which I kind of look back at that Dells game, and I just think there's some opportunities there to make that a pretty close game. Made some mental mistakes, a lot of penalties in that game.
A lot of penalties, yes.
Just bad mental mistakes that they made, some personal foul type stuff they did also, and that was a little disturbing, and just had to slow down their great running back just a little bit more too in that ball game. They had over 200 yards in that game against Waupun, so I think there were things that they could have fixed. Just a few plays here and there could have been a close game.
I'll tell you what, Nekoosa's got some dogs up front.
Yes, they do.
They got some boys up in that line. 250, 275, 280. And they look like athletes. We watched them here in the pregame warm-ups going through their offensive sets. And they got some big, strong kids up in that front.
We are ready to play. Waupun will be obviously kicking off to get things going. And Chase Beam does all the kicking and the punting duties and all the throwing duties for it. A little bit of everything for Chase. Chase having himself a great season, a great game last week. What a great season he has going on right now. 196 yards passing per game, 11 touchdowns he's throwing for. Great receiving core they have with Braden Torres, Emmett Hall, Isaiah Thurk, Caden Del Ponte, Logan Prawl, Graham Gopal, and that was our nice surprise player that we did not know was we knew was a basketball player, but man, he's a football player too, and a savvy one out there, and he's got some pretty good speed and has got a lot of long returns, and usually catches the ball to make it a pretty good return, at least get the ball in a good field position. And we are underway. A little onside kick by Waupun. Ball is still not picked up by anybody and is taken. Well, still loose yet, and looks like maybe at the end of it was the paper makers jumping on it, so maybe not a bad plan. Worked out all right for Waupun. That they're going to take the ball over right around the 32-yard line, but nobody really stepping in on that one, and the initial guy to grab it didn't grab it, so Waupun had their opportunities along the way. But a 1st and 10 now for Nekoosa at their own 32-yard line.
If the stats I looked at on the internet were correct, Nekoosa had 18 completions passing the ball on the season. Chase Beam had 20 last week.
Yeah. Okay, right under center, not the shotgun or anything, is where Nash Kirchmar sets himself up, hands it off to his brother Finn. Battling it. He's a strong kid up there, and he's still on his feet and still hasn't been taken down yet. Still on his feet into Waupun territory. Should have been taken down at the 40 at the very least over on the side of the field for Nekoosa, but he just keeps on going, and nobody can grab him, take him down. He actually gets inside the 40 on the Waupun side of the field. Get it down to the 38-yard line of Waupun. That's not a good sign to start things out.
29 yards on that carry right there. Yeah, Waupun had him wrapped up, just busting tackles, running through the arm tackles.
Wow. So they're going to hand it back over to Kirchmar again. This time they take him down, take those legs out, but still has himself a pretty nice gain of about 6 yards up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down And about 6 yards to go for a first down, maybe about 5 they'll give him on that one. 5 yards to go for a first down. Players in motion setting up. Kirchmar's going to, this time is Nash. Kirchmar handling it around the left side. Fake handoff to his brother Finn, but takes it for a first down about the 26-yard line. Maybe 27-yard line, but again, just a simple fake handoff to the left. And then Nash Kirchmar, the quarterback, takes it around the left side to get a first down for the Papermakers.
Yeah, pretty good hit there by Cody Callerud.
Wapuns got to try to slow the run down again of Nekoosa here in their first drive of the ball game. And they're going to hand the ball over to Finn Kirchmar and takes it up inside the 20-yard line up to maybe the 18 or so, 17 or 18-yard line.
It has been all power football to this point.
I'm just saying, can you stop us? If you can't, we're going to keep on doing it. Take it right down your throat here. Down to the 18-yard line.
Overloading a side. Either they start with an overload or they put people in motion to overload. And then they just run that way. They say, we're going to put more blockers than you have tacklers and pick up 5+ yards on every carry.
Kirchmar again handing it off to Finn Kirchmar around the left side. Gets it inside the 15-yard line. Got himself a first down. That'll move the sticks again. So, again, always positive yardage so far in every play for the Papermakers in this ball game. Yeah, you look at some of the beef they have up front. Jaron Richardson up there. He's 5'8", 195. Andrew Wenzel, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Mason Spice, 275, 6 foot. And then you've got Landon Wilhorn, 6'2", 250 pounds. Another one of the big linemen up there. So they got some, like you said, beef in the front. First and 10 now again for the Papermakers. They just take the ball up the middle, and still Waupun having trouble getting that initial tackle. It's Nash Kirchmar that takes it up to right around the 8, maybe into the 7-yard line. Picks up about 7 yards on the play, makes it a second down and 3 yards to go.
Papermakers running power every play that they've run so far.
Second down and 3 now inside the 10-yard line on the Waupun side of the field. And again, just taking it right up the middle. This time a carry by number 6, Eli Anderson on the carry. Takes it up to inside the 1-yard line, maybe right around the 1-yard line. See where they put it down. Outside, maybe close to the 2-yard line, just inside the 2-yard line. First down and goal now with the ball sitting just inside the 2-yard line. Nekoosa threatening to score here in the first drive of the ball game. The play into the end zone, and that is Finn Kirchmar in the end zone, and he was a beast. Kind of set the pace in the first run when he had that over 20-yard run that got into Waupun territory, and after that, it was the Papermakers just running over Waupun, and they score with 8:10 left here in the first quarter.
Kirchmar only a sophomore. Older brother Nash, the quarterback, the senior.
Looks like they're set up to go for a 2-point conversion, but then some movement already. They were just getting set, and it's going to make it just a little bit harder, back 5 yards.
Number 1 into the game now. I don't know if they changed the plan after that.
Something a little different, seeing we're not just 2 or 3 yards out. We're out 7 yards going for that 2-point conversion. Kirchmar will throw it into the end zone, and that is, he just gets past the outstretched arms of Waupun over there. Looks like Graham Gopalin over in that area. Looked like he was going to bat it down and got by him somehow. And a 2-point conversion good. Waupun trails 8-0 with 8:10 left in the first quarter. Back with more of the first quarter of action from Nekoosa on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a
Okay, we are back, but a nice, pretty impressive drive there by the paper makers of Nekoosa to get things going here in the ball game. 2-point conversion good, and Waupun trails 8-0. So they got one of the big linemen out there with a Joseph Bertling as their kickoff specialist, and man, booms it way back, and that is taken right at about the 15-yard line. Del Ponte with it, gets it up to the 30 before he hits a paper maker wall. He gets stopped right there at the 30.
Fired up group here on their homecoming night.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion in the crowd as well as on the sideline.
And Caden Del Ponte on the return for Waupun. Pretty good leg on that kick, and Waupun does get a halfway decent return. Joseph Bertling again, their kicker. And see what Waupun has in him against some big guys up on that defensive line too. Waupun's got some big guys up there too. See if things will work out. Team in the shotgun and looking up the field and in trouble right now. Throws it down, and that's going to that's going to be incomplete. Right at about the 35-yard line. That's amazing. Logan Prawl looked like he was going to the right side and going to Braden Torres, but in comes Logan Prawl, and he hauls it in right at the 35-yard line over on the papermaker side of the field. Nice start there for Waupun.
Yeah, ball a little underthrown. Good job by Prawl to come back and adjust to that throw.
35-yard completion on that pass for Waupun, now sitting into papermaker territory. So Logan's a very heads-up guy. A pass off to the right side. That's complete over to Graham Gopal, and still on his feet. He gets inside the 20-yard line. Maybe stepped out of bounds before that, right around the 25.
He's going to give him, they're going to give him a first down, so he got about 10.5 yards on that catch.
Ball put down at the 25-yard line of the papermaker, so a couple nice passes to get us going here for the Warriors. 7:31 left here in the first quarter with Waupun trailing 8-0 on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard. Two receivers right, two out to the left for Waupun. Beam looks off to the left, and nice little block there by Logan Prawl, taking down the would-be tackler, and that frees up Emmett Hall to get around. A completed pass right along the sideline. He brings it up to right around the 18-yard line, maybe 19. They're going to put it down. About a 6-yard gain on that pass. But Prawl, the guy that was closing in to get Hull when he caught it, takes down the defender.
Has to be frustrating for Derek Baker, the head coach of the Papermakers. You probably talked about Logan Prawl all week long and what he does. The first play, he gets a 35-yard reception to open the game.
Yeah, at first I thought it was going to Torres. I was looking over there, thought, boy, underthrown ball, and all of a sudden Prawl just comes from the opposite side of the field and runs in and grabs it and brings it in for a big completion. Second down and about 4 yards to go. They're going to give it to a Reeder up the middle, and he's going to dive forward to about the 17-yard line. Be 2 yards short. It'll be a third down and 2 yards to go now for Waupun. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. We mentioned before they do have a lit-up down marker out there, so you can see that very clearly across the field. I love it. Third down and 2 yards to go with the ball sitting right around the 17-yard line.
Sanders in the backfield on this first series,
Can pitch it out to Sanders around the right side, and he's just not going to go anywhere, and he gets flattened at the end of that one at about the 22-yard line or so. They're going the wrong way on that one. They're going to lose about 5 yards on the play, back to the 22.
Makes it, -5 is right. I was going to say about 3, but did not give him much on forward progress.
Well, we got spiders, we got bees, we got
that's a big
flies.
one, big brown one. I don't like it. I'm getting him out of here. Trying to throw it on someone's head.
Okay, back to pass. That was Beam, and he throws it behind to Thurk. Try to get to Thurk up the middle. That would have been a little short anyway. Makes it a 4th down now. About 7 yards to go for Waupun.
Oh. That was 4th down.
Oh, that was 4th down.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 4th down. Turning it over on downs are Waupun again. A little behind, about 3 yards behind that first down marker where it was thrown, but it was thrown behind Thurk. Incomplete pass, and Waupun had a nice drive going, but stalls right at the 22-yard line.
Now the defense has to step up and make a stand. Another tight formation.
And they do hand the ball, the running back that was coming from the left to the right. They put it in the hands of number 6, Eli Anderson. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards on the play, right up to the 29-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and about 4 yards to go.
Papermakers do a lot of pre-snap shifting, moving guys around, and then they put a guy in motion and seem to run that direction almost every time.
5:20 and counting down here in the first quarter. Waupun trailing 8-0. And this time quarterback Nash, Kirchmar's going to take it and gets tripped up at the 40-yard line. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened after that. But he does get a big gain, gets it up to, say, dive forward to the 43-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down and 10, the 43 of the Papermakers.
Again, another big gain.
Waupun having trouble with that initial contact and not making those count. And some big guys up front to create those holes. Finn Kirchmar has it. And a stutter steps through and gets it into Waupun territory up to about the 49-yard line. He's going to pick up right around 8 yards on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 2 yards to go.
Papermakers' offensive line really doing a good job up front. Just huge gaping holes to run through here and to get into the secondary of Waupun. Waupun's gone to that 4-man front now. A lot of times they play 3-5. Right now they're 4-man down.
Trying to get that wasp that keeps on coming in here. 2nd down and 2 into Waupun territory. Big handoff and heading around the left side is Nash Kirchmar. Just kind of shovels it up in front of him to his brother Finn and gets it right around the 35-yard line before he's taken down.
Yeah, that's just a shot put forward. It's a nice job.
A little Patrick Mahomes stuff,
yeah.
Whatever you can do to throw the ball up the field, whichever way you have, and he just kind of, shovels it up right to his brother and gets himself another 1st down for the Papermakers.
You have to guess they've done that a few times in the backyard or maybe in practice.
So 1st and 10 now for Nekoosa. Homecoming night for them. Finn Kirchmar has it, gets the 1st down inside the 30 before he's taken down. Goes down right around the 26-yard line, and Waupun can just not slow the running attack of the Papermakers early in the ball game. Timeout taken by Waupun. Back after this on RP Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. Right now, Waupun back on their heels. They need to call a timeout and try to slow the attack of the Papermakers. And what do you do? Man, they're getting the good hole to get through in the beginning. Nobody making a lot of good contact right at the line of scrimmage. And before you know it, they're 5, 6, 7 yards up the field.
Yeah, you might have to stick more guys in the box. Right now, Waupun has gone to 4 down, and they're moving their linebackers up on the line of scrimmage as well, 2 of them. So basically a 6-man front.
2nd and 1, and they just hand it over on the left side. Again, carrying the ball, he is Eli Anderson. He's had about his 3rd carry in the ball game, and just so many guys you can hand it off to. They've had about 3 or 4 different running backs, including a quarterback that can take off. Makes things a little rough for Waupun. Ball sitting on the 16-yard line of the Warriors right now. 1st and 10 for the Papermakers.
We mentioned some dogs up front, and I say that with a lot of respect when you talk about their offensive line. They have some fellows up there, and they are doing a job right now.
And it looks like Nash Kirchmar's got it. He's, trying to get him down the backfield, but he's going to dive forward and get himself right around 4 or 5 yards in the play up to about the 6-yard line. We've got a Waupun player down right now.
Gopalin with the initial, or Torres actually with the initial backfield, and then Sanders coming up and making the final tackle. Can't quite see who that is down. Looks like one of the bigger fellows for Waupun, one of the...
I can't see his number right now. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break right now, come back after this injury timeout. Wounded Warrior down right now for Waupun. Back after this on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the other part, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Andy, a nice fall week here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're getting into the Brewers playoff push. The weather's starting to turn. We still got the patio open. We're starting to change over some of our beers on the tap line. I've got 4 Oktoberfest going right now, so we're bringing in a different cider to come with the fall, and there's always something going on here.
Packers come up against Vikings on Sunday.
They kick it off at noon on Sunday. We will definitely be here. We'll have wings going all day like normal for Packer Sunday, and drink specials and touchdown shots, and
Okay, we are back, and that was Waupun's number 70 going out right now. Clayton Taylor gets off on his own power off the field, but a 2nd down and 7 to go, and now with the ball sitting at the 12-yard line of Waupun. Another carry from Eli Anderson gets himself maybe right up to the 10-yard line. Pick up a few more. Makes it a 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Braden Krause and Callerud on that tackle. A little better job that time by Waupun. Attacking the line of scrimmage there and for a minimal gain.
3rd and 5, 1 receiver split out to the left. Heading out there is Brandon Wintland. 3rd down and 5 yards to go, and again a physical run there. Nice job by the running back again, Finn Kirchmar. Not afraid to put a little hit on, only a sophomore out there, but a good size sophomore, 6'3", 170. And he powers himself inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line, and a 1st and goal now for the Papermakers. 140 and counting down in the 1st quarter. 109 computers logged on right now, joining us. Jenny Petrikas out there, Carissa Harmsen also joining us. Robert Garcia. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We'll cut around the right side, and again, fake to his brother and back around with the counter, and gives him the hands of Eli Anderson in from 3 yards out. 14-0 now, Waupun trails in this ball game.
Yeah, we are in a booth right next to some of the coaching staff here, and you can hear them talking to the sidelines, and they're talking about power right now. We're going to run power right, we're going to run power left. We're not trying to steal anything here. We're just saying that is exactly what they're calling it, and that is what they're doing.
Yeah, Waupun no answer at the end of the ball game for just so many weapons that they have on the ground attack of the Papermakers. Little handoff into Finn Kirchmar, another easy 2-point conversion, makes it now 16-0 with 1:20 left in the 1st quarter in favor of Nekoosa. See if Waupun has an answer coming up in just 1 minute with more of the 1st quarter here from Nekoosa on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway. such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, Waupun in trouble right now. Maybe they play better when they're down by a couple touchdowns like they were against Adams Friendship last week, but in trouble right now, and a team that looks pretty solid. Got a great game plan. They're a very physical team. Big line in front of those running backs. 16-0 with 1:20 left in the first quarter.
Waupun may just have to answer with more scoring.
Yeah, if we get that game going. Graham Gopalin takes it inside the 20-yard line, heads off to his right, gets taken down just past the 30, and a flag right at the end of that play. A couple of flags down toward the end of that play.
Gopalin a little ginger getting up. Kind of hopping off to the sideline, but hopefully he's okay. Took a big hit.
And penalty right at the end of the play. A couple of flags on the field. Officials discussing it right now. It looks like they're kind of looking at maybe moving it up the field. I don't know.
Talking to the coaching staff from Nekoosa. So
they're going to call a hold on Nekoosa. The defensive team, a hold on Waupun. I don't know. He pointed at Nekoosa, but it's against Waupun.
I think erroneously pointed the wrong way.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of unusual for the defensive team to get it on a return, but it is against Waupun, and it's going to make their job just a little bit harder. Going to mark this off. Yeah, physical game, obviously, with a couple of Waupun. One player limping off the field, the other one on the ground for a while. So,
yeah, the good news, Clayton Taylor seemed to be fine when he got up.
Back out there again.
Yeah, Gopalin a little more, not putting a lot of weight on his left leg. Okay, officials are figuring it out here. Finally going to mark it off.
The ball goes way back to right around the 23-yard line of Waupun. 1st and 10, so lose 10 yards on the end of that play, and it's a little bit longer field now for the Warriors. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga here at Nekoosa. First time here. Impressed by the field and impressed by Nekoosa so far in the game. Handoff and trying to cut it back after initial contact. Maybe about a 2-yard gain on the play just past the 25-yard line on the carry by Hayden Reeder. Picks up 2, makes it a 2nd down and 8 yards to go for Waupun. Anyway, nice little supper on our way up here, leaving early to get a lay of the land here. Found a nice little restaurant called the Roadhouse. Some nice people in there, seeing as nobody in there. You're kind of worried, no other cars except for the employees are there when we got there, but we got a really nice meal over there. Great folks there, too. 2nd down and about 8 yards to go, and pass along the right and left side, and they get over to Emmett Hull and gets it up to right around the 35-yard line. That'll move the 6. 1st down for Waupun. Yeah, physical game taken down, and then a little pile-on at the end to make it hurt just a little bit more, but ball up to the 35-yard line, and that reception by Emmett Hull.
Chase Beam 4 of 5 in the passing game tonight. Always has impressive percentage numbers.
Got a pretty cool customer back there. Now looking along the right side over to Braden Torres. A little one-on-one action there. Takes it up to about the 42-yard line before he's taken down. A little one-on-one coverage over there, so they find Torres along the right side. He gets himself right around 7 yards on the play, maybe 8. So they gave him about to the 42, about a 7-yard gain on that. 2nd down and 3 yards to go now for the Warriors.
Waupun able to move the ball through the air, but now they're going to put some points on the board. They have to finish these drives.
That is the thing right now.
Quarter's going to wind down here.
End of the quarter, so that's the end of one quarter here at Nekoosa. Waupun trailing 16-0. Back with the second quarter in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back. Second quarter of action. Waupun City now with about 2.5 yards to go for a first down. Can hand it off to Hayden Reeder. Eludes a few tacklers and looks like he got himself past the 45. Right there to give him the 45-yard line. And this should be a first down for Waupun. See if they eye it up. Looks like he actually kind of leaned over the 45 to start with, but they're going to give him a first down right at the 45-yard line of Waupun. First down for the Warriors, so they'll move the sticks. It's a pretty important drive. You mentioned that, Randy. It's time to score right now.
It is.
Down 16-0. It's go time for the offense.
May become a shootout here.
Of course, you got to stop them one of the times
That's
here
right.
in defense, too.
Yeah.
They've got so many weapons. Cutbacks and everything else that they have in there, and about 3-4 different guys they can hand the ball off to a quarterback that can take off at any time. 16-0 in favor of the host, Nekoosa Papermakers. And Beam in trouble. Looked off to his left and looked out to his right, and then ended up getting wrapped up by everybody there, but getting the initial drive is that Logan Spice coming from the left side. Didn't expect that. That's a loss of about almost 6 yards now for Waupun, a second down and 16.
Yeah, we mentioned some size up front. Nose tackle, Logan Zeman, 6 foot, 285. Looks like a pretty good athlete too. He's not just a big round guy. He can get some push, and then he's fairly quick.
Bean gets it, looks off to his left down the field, and that is complete in the hands of Emmett Hull. Get a lot of big chunk of that back, gets it into Papermaker territory. Going to put him down at the 49-yard line, so it'll be a third down and about 4 yards to go for the Warriors.
Third catch on the night for Emmett Hull. 26 yards in total.
Yeah, another one of those guys, any night, he could be the guy, the target that's going to get a lot of the receptions in the ball game, and has had a lot of them during the season, but coming up big so far. It's a third down and 4 to go. Waupun needs to get up to the 45 of the Papermakers. Just under 10 to play and counting down here in the first half. And some more confusion and another timeout taken by Waupun. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
We are back. There's a flag on the opposite side of the field where the play was, a completed pass for a first down for Waupun. See, it's going to be a hold on Waupun, looks like. That's going to move it back for getting that first down. Now they're going to move everything back and mark off the penalty against Waupun.
There's a completion to Kane Del Ponte. All negated by the holding penalty.
Okay, so Waupun moving the ball passing-wise, but penalty is going to slow them up right now.
Down marker flip to the first down. They're going to move that, change it back. That is kind of cool. It lit up like that. You can see that thing.
Yeah, you see it just stands out amongst everything over there. Boom, there's third down. It's heading way down over on the Waupun side of the field to the 39-yard line. They've got a third down and 16 yards to go. Beam looking up the field and looking to throw in way down the field. Logan Prawl goes up and hauls it in at the 22-yard line. Again, just a one-on-one coverage out there going right against Natch Kirchmar out there. And he's good when he put those balls up. What do we got you're pointing at here?
I'm trying to figure out how many yards that was. Started on the 38.
Yeah. Gets it all the way down to the 21-yard line, so 29 yards on this side of the field. 41 yards.
41, yes.
Up to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for Waupun. Nate said that's right.
Yeah,
Logan, he already had it done in his head already. He already figured it out.
Logan Prawl again ripping up big yardage plays.
Man, if you put those balls up, he's going to go grab it. It's like they're taking the ball around the left side, getting a carry here for Waupun. No, it's Reeder taking the ball around the left side. That's a little unusual for Isaiah to get it. Some positive yardage on that of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 6 to go. Got the ball sitting right around the 22-yard line. Or I should say 18-yard line. And a 2nd down and 6 to go. A Beam in trouble again, and he's got 4 players all over him. And he brought the house on that one and got him before he had a chance to find somebody.
Papermakers just using man coverage. They're locking up one-on-one against the wideouts, and then everybody else is sending 8 guys on the blitz.
So again, here we go, a 3rd down and 12 yards to go with the ball all the way back to the 23-yard line. It's 1 receiver left and 1 out right. Now need more guys in the block to do some blocking, but Nekoosa takes a timeout, and we'll be back after this. More Warrior football on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Okay, we are back. A timeout this time taken by Nekoosa. Didn't like the way things were kind of stacking up on a 3rd down and 12 for the Warriors. Trying to get some points on the board right now, trailing 16-0 with 8:17 left here in the first half of action. Beam gets a snap, looks up the field, has to find some way, overshoots Torres. And Emmett Hall kind of were on that side of the field, but a couple feet above the head of Torres. Incomplete pass, and Waupun will be going for a 4th and 12 right now. Much needed 1st down for the Warriors.
Not sure if that ball got away from Chase Beam or just a miscommunication on the route.
And going back to pass, rolling off to his right. Looking for somebody up the field. That is going to be put up, and that is intercepted in the end zone, it looks like. Coming up with the football is the guy's been running the ball out today, Eli Anderson in the back of the end zone. Yeah, that's in the hands of the Papermakers, and they're going to get the ball back at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Papermakers.
Well, 4th down, it really didn't matter a whole lot.
No,
Pretty much from the line of scrimmage and near the 20, so.
Kind of had him overshot again as far as the receiver, and that ends up in the hands of Anderson. Been handling the ball a lot here so far in the ball game. Waupun comes up empty on another promising drive. 16-0 they trail with 8:04 left in the first half.
Now Waupun has to be up for the task here to get a turnover or a punt.
Got to start showing a little resistance here, the Warriors. A little weak on the tackling here on the stopping the run. And kind of shooting out of that little pack. Number 3, Ogun Hugestager with the carry. Had him kind of slowed up right at the line of scrimmage, and he just kind of shot forward, got himself a few yards out of the play. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. The ball sitting at the 23-yard line of Nekoosa.
Big number 69, Chase Van Buren in the game, 6'4", 360 now for Waupun, trying to see if he can plug a few holes up front.
Yeah, just like I said, nothing, just getting people's way and plug up the holes and see what they can do. Here goes Nash. Kirchmar is going to get hit hard and taken down hard at the 25-yard line. Nice tackle there by a freshman out there doing that. That's Owen Kloosterboer taking the quarterback down hard, but they did get a few yards out of it. 3rd down and about 4 to go.
Did not look like a young freshman on that hit. Filled hard, big stick.
Yeah, that's the kind of play you want. Kind of sends a little signal to, hey, we're going to start playing physical too. And nice hard tackle. That's maybe going to change his view of wanting to keep the ball anytime soon after that. 4 yards to go for a 1st down. And Waupun's going to get called. And they only needed 4. They're going to get 5 with an offsides over on the right side for the Waupun Warriors. That was number 53, Landon DeGroff, jumping offsides. 1st down now for the Papermakers.
3rd and 4. Cannot get drawn offside. That's just a killer. Chance for Waupun to flip the field position right there if they could have gotten a stop, and allows the Papermakers to keep the ball, run more clock. It's just going to limit Waupun's opportunities for possessions.
So 1st and 10, ball sitting now at the 31-yard line of the Papermakers. Kirchmar under center. Going to pitch it around the right side in the hands of Jordan Pash over there. And
ball's loose, I think.
Yeah, it kind of was they're going at it over there like something was loose for a second, but whatever happened, it's still in the hands of the Papermakers, and pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
Then Buren heads off, and Clayton Taylor back in, rotating those front defensive linemen.
Yeah, ball sitting just inside the 35-yard line for the Papermakers from their side of the field. 5:40 and counting down here in the first half. 16-0 in favor of the host Papermakers on homecoming night. They hand that one in the middle, and there we go. Waupun getting a little stop and losing some yards on that play. A yard maybe is Owen Hugestager with the carry, has it back at the 34-yard line, so 3rd down and about 7 yards to go.
DeGroff, and I don't know if Braden pronounces it Krause or Kraus. But
Krause.
Krause, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
too.
I talked to his dad actually over there, and he said
he's a sophomore. He's playing well for Waupun.
I'm going to pitch it out along the right side over to Finn Kirchmar, and he's going to lunge forward and get himself something out of the blue. And all of a sudden he's about 4 yards short, and he just lunges forward, and there he is past the 1st down marker, moving the sticks with an impressive run by Finn Kirchmar.
That's the way you want your running backs to finish, low to the ground, get that last yard when you need one more yard.
Impressive runner. He's got kind of a long-legged, thin runner, but he runs more like somebody to be a little more solidly built, but obviously strong young man, and he's going to be around for another couple seasons after this. So it'll be a nightmare here in the conference with him in the backfield. And Nash Kirchmar still has it, looking to pass down the field, and that's going to be, a big opportunity for Waupun. And Emmett Hull does not come up with the football. It would have been a huge interception to throw. We can at least stop them on a drive here in the ball game.
Ball underthrown. Emmett had the best shot at it, but kind of falling backwards as he was trying to make the interception. One notable thing here, I have not seen Graham Gopalin back on the field since he went out on that, he had that kick return, and or maybe it was on a live play, but yeah, a little bit of a shot to looked like his left leg. Does not come back in the game.
Tackle in the background to Groff in on that one, and a loss on that play. Nice job by Landon DeGroff getting in there and stopping the run attempt. That time by, again, Eli Anderson. Makes it a third down and about 14 yards to go with the ball sitting now back at the 38-yard line of the Papermakers.
Right
good to
here.
see plays like that.
Yes,
finding some plays for loss, some good hard tackles. Interception opportunity for Waupun. Timeout taken by the Papermakers. Back after this on RP Sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, we are back. Big defensive opportunity for Waupun. Now a third down and 14 for the Papermakers. See if they can finally stop one of the drives by Nekoosa in this ball game. That's going to make it a little bit easier. Waupun again jumping up on some hard counts by Nash Kirchmar. It will be a third down and 9 yards to go.
Yeah, two of the Warriors there jumping off sides. You got Clostebor and Taylor.
And 3:43 left here in the first half. Waupun trailing 16-0 here in the game. First score at 8:10 left in the first quarter. 2-yard run by Finn Kirchmeier. Then they scored with 1:20 left in the first quarter. Eli Anderson takes it in from 3 yards out. Third down and 9 now for the Papermakers. Kind of stumbling back and passing the ball off to the right. That's complete in the hands of Finn Kirchmeier, and he's still on his feet, still heading up the sidelines, and gets a first down and more up to about the 42-yard line. Nice design play, fake handoff. You thought it was going to the right, and then they had a whole setup there with some blockers and Finn Kirchmeier right behind him, and they get it to him, and he knows what to do once he gets it. Uses the blockers, gets it into Waupun territory. 1st and 10 now for the Papermakers.
I thought possibly Nekoosa had some linemen downfield on that play. They were pretty far from the line of scrimmage when that ball was caught.
Yeah, they were down.
They were down more than 5 yards. I know that when that ball was on that screen.
And Nash Kirchmeier is going to take it around the left side, crosses the 35 before he's taken down. Can pick up 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. Maybe he got all the 10. I don't know. Were the officials right close to that first down marker? Put it down to 32 and a first down they're going to give to the Papermakers. So a few opportunities in here, especially that interception. Could have hauled that in, would have stopped things for the first time. And
bad penalty and jumping
penalty.
off sides. Yeah, those are crucial.
Okay, a 1st and 10 now, getting deeper into Waupun territory. Finn Kirchmar has it and gets taken finally at about the 22-yard line, and that's close to another first down, maybe a little bit short, depending on where they put it. Now they got it right past it, so first down. Picks up about 11 yards on the play.
Papermakers going no huddle, trying to get Waupun on its heels.
Kirchmar back in the shotgun, and another timeout is taken by the Papermakers. Back in 30 with more Waupun Warrior football and RP Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
The double point from Nick, or from Big Nate, so we are ready to go. Boom, boom.
That went
on the
fast.
air.
I wasn't ready.
No, I just said 30 seconds on that one, and Nate did it too, so it wasn't a minute commercial. But again, Waupun in some trouble. Now, opportunities to stop this drive, but now a 1st and 10 with the ball sitting at the 22-yard line of Waupun. Don't see about the 21 is where they have the football. 1st and 10 again for the Papermakers on homecoming night here in Nekoosa.
Waupun's defense has had their opportunities to get stops and just can't quite get it done. Big plays by the Papermakers when needed. You can tell we're in Papermaker country. I can start to smell it right now.
I smell the paper mill right now.
Oh, yes,
no
you
doubt.
can. The wind has shifted a little.
And handed around the left side in the hands of Jordan Pash. Cuts it back to the right inside the 10. And he's going to head into the end zone for a 21-yard touchdown for Jordan Pash. A little misdirection on that one again, and he takes it in. Looks like they're going to get him right around the 10, and he just got to cut it back, and good blocking downfield and some good footwork there by Jordan Pash to get it in the end zone. Now 22-0 in favor of Nekoosa.
Tackling beginning to be a little bit of a problem for Waupun. A lot of missed tackles this evening.
That's a bit of a theme during the season. They've had some trouble with some other running backs throughout the season so far, and really being exposed here today. Again, going for a 2-point conversion, and again, taking the end zone is Finn to Kirchmar, and it's now 24-0 with 2:40 left in the half. We'll be back with more of the first half of action after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back here at Nekoosa. Again, Waupun opportunities to stop that last drive, but it ends with a 21-yard touchdown run from Jordan Pash. 2-point conversion good. Waupun in big trouble now, down 24-0 with 2:40 left in the half.
Papermakers able to convert on all of their 2-point conversions also, really getting this game opened up here.
Okay, again, Waupun with 2:40 left. They'd love to get on the scoreboard here before halftime and get some kind of momentum going into the locker room. And the ball's taken right around the 15-yard line. Del Ponte has it going along the left side. Helmet rolls. It was not the football. And it's tackle just past the 35-yard line, it looks like. 37.
That was a Nekoosa helmet, not Del Ponte's helmet.
Oh.
That was Darren Boswell's helmet that popped off.
Put this right at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Warriors. Well, they got some crazy bugs here. We've seen about another little crazy one that's flying around here.
Kind of staying on your side. I like that. I'm
pushing out towards Nate out there. But Nate's got those big fly swatter hands, so they don't want him over.
They just squished one. Guts everywhere. Sorry.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Waupun. Beam going back to pass and being rushed from behind, and it's tackled for about 4 or 5 paper makers again, so another big loss of about 7 yards on the play back to about the 29-yard line.
Nekoosa blitzing almost every down now. Not really thinking that the Waupun receivers are going to be able to beat their man one-on-one. I'm sure that's what they're thinking. Waupun's going to get a little more quick release on some passes.
3 receivers split out to the right, 1 out to the left now for the Warriors. And Beam looks up the field. It's over to Sanders, breaks the first tackle, heading up the field, crosses the 40-yard line, dives forward to about the 42 before it's taken down. A nice play there. Sanders doing his job, breaking that first tackle. Found some open space, and Waupun going no huddle on this one. It's 3rd down and about 4 yards to go at the 42-yard line. Beam again looking up the field, and a little miscommunication there, thinking that receiver's going to do a fly pattern on the left, but Logan Prawl stopped up at about the 40-yard line. Incomplete pass makes it a 4th down and 4. Big play here. Waupun should punt the ball away. You don't want to give them the ball at that point, and they are going to punt the ball away. And the 1:28 left here in the half, trailing 24-0.
Yeah, makes you worry a little bit. 128 with these explosive running backs they have. They could still try and put another score on Waupun before halftime.
Beam with a nice punt that's going to be taken right around the 22-yard line, and nice coverage on punt coverage by Del Ponte, getting down there, making the initial contact. A few of his friends showed up to help end that run back right there. 1:18 left here in the half, and the paper makers getting it back again, and the punt at the very least has got to make sure that the paper makers don't get back any more points on the board.
Where the defense definitely needs to step up. You don't want to be too soft and worry about the big bomb play and then give up, 15, 18 yards per carry. All of a sudden they're right down the field and then within striking range.
Okay, Warrior defense has to try to slow down the paper makers, keep them off the scoreboard the rest of the half with 1:18 left. Going back to pass is Kirchmeier. The ball's tapped in the air. Waupun grabs it at the 10-yard line and takes it inside the 10. A batted pass up in the air, and hauling it in now for Waupun was number 2 for the Warriors. Sanders grabs the ball and takes it inside the 10. A big break there for Waupun. Much needed break. They get it back at the 8-yard line of Nekoosa with 1:07 left.
Big momentum swing if nothing else, and Waupun right now, they have to punch this ball in, get some points on the board in the first half here, and give themselves some hope.
Just one receiver left, one right. They're going to give it to Reeder. He's going to get taken down, lose about a yard or 2, maybe 3 yards on the play back to the 11-yard line.
Waupun has not been able to run the ball at all. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carries for, they might have about less than 10 yards rushing.
Beam gets a snap, looks off to his left, crossing pattern. Logan Prawl has it, taken down right around the 3, maybe 2-yard line. That's definitely a guy you want to get it to some good sure hands of Logan Prawl. Little crossing pattern from left to right. With 3rd down and 2, goal, and that nice pass into Logan Prawl for a touchdown, Waupun. Finally, Waupun taking advantage of that break, getting the interception, ends with a couple passes to Logan Prawl. He catches over the top of the defender, and Waupun on the board now, trailing 24-6.
Yeah, talk about momentum swing. What a huge turnover that Waupun was able to come up with. Sanders with that pick on a batted ball. Waupun going to that unusual formation again that they've done all season.
And Logan's going to hand it off, and Beam's got it, being taken down, and he goes down and unceremoniously goes down, and he's still down on the ground hurting after that tackle. Taken down, helmet off, and that one didn't work too well for Waupun. 24 seconds left in the half, and
Beam's kind of slowly walking off the field after that play and kind of walking away from the trainers that are talking to him right now.
Helmet popped off, but he went down hard, but looks like all his extremities are good. That's the key thing you always worry about.
Yeah, one of those you knock the wind out of you, kind of stuns you a little bit, and you're a little dazed after a hard tackle like that. But Waupun does not get the 2-point conversion, but they do get on the board, and nice defensive play that set that one up for the Warriors. Batted pass, hauled in by Sanders at the 8-yard line, then a couple of passes for Waupun in the hands of Logan Prawl, and finally the second one in the end zone from 2 yards out. And Waupun now trailing 24-6 with 24 seconds left in the half.
So we will have a new kicker. Chase Beam will have to probably sit out one play for sure as he went off. Hopefully he's all right.
Coming into a kick now is Elijah Ewart. Here's the future of Waupun football on the field right now. Elijah, a great athlete and a lot of promise. Right, the backup quarterback for Waupun. And boots that off down to about the 14-yard line. Ball was taken by Pash. Takes a few tackles initially and gets it up to about the 34-yard line with 17 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like that was actually number 15 on the return. Fletcher Brock.
Jack Toutant and Colson Billy with the tackles for Waupun, special teams tackles.
17 seconds left. Well, Nekoosa just kind of put a knee down and get the halftime, leading 24-6. And making us wait a little bit for that. They're going to hand it off over to Finn Kirchmar. Get a few more yards out of that. Gain of about 7 yards or so on the play. Makes it a second down and 3 yards to go. Yeah, clock is running down, and they are going to let the clock run down now in Waupun at halftime. Still out in the field. And that is halftime now. Waupun trailing 24-6. Finally get on the board with 24 seconds left in the half, and we'll take a timeout, come back and talk about the first half of action here from Nekoosa High School, home of the Papermakers on their homecoming night on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
We are back at Nekoosa High School. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga. Big Nate Young. Young doing the video streaming or announcing the homecoming court on homecoming night here at Nekoosa. Nice fresh night, beautiful day for some football, great facility, but Nekoosa, a tough customer so far in this ball game, Randy. They can handle the ball and play pretty tough out there. A lot of weapons on the team for Nekoosa.
They have some good running backs, but I think their offensive line has been the key to this game. They're doing a great job in the trenches, and it hasn't been a lot of deception. It's been mostly power football. They either overload a side or they put guys in motion to, shuffle those tight ends or those slot backs in motion, get more people on one side, and then they run that way. And they've ran to the wide side most of the time tonight and able to just get, either off tackle or inside guard tackle gap and able to do a nice job.
Yeah, just too many weapons out there. And Waupun with opportunities to tackle, but just breaking tackles. I mean, they kind of set the tone in the ball game with that Finn Kirchmar gets the ball. And it looks like guys had contact with him right by the line of scrimmage, and he's broke plays all the way down the field from their side of the field way into Waupun's side of the field inside the 40-yard line. And but he kind of set the tone with what they can do in that first carry of the ball game.
And he's only a sophomore. 6'3", 170, kind of a lankier body, but younger brother of the starting quarterback. Maybe he's a tougher kid than you anticipate, growing up with an older brother that's a football guy, and maybe he gets shoved around a little bit at home, and he's a tough customer to bring down, even though he's not that heavy.
Let's take a look at scoring there in the first half. Get a lot of time. That first quarter went really fast because of all the running that was going on out there. Keeps the clock moving the whole time, but with 8:10 left in the first quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run from Finn Kirchmar. 2-point conversion good, 8-0 at that time. Also, with 1:20 left yet in the first quarter, it was a 3-yard touchdown run from Eli Anderson. Getting another number in the mix there for the paper makers, and that made it 16-0 as the 2-point conversion was done after 1 quarter of action there, and kind of set the tone for Waupun. And they got to the point where, man, you better start scoring here when you get the ball. They didn't do that. Then you got to stop them, which they had plenty of opportunities to do on that third drive that they had, and just kept on penalties hurt them in there, and some big plays that helped them convert and head right down the field and finally score with 2:40 left in the first half. 21-yard touchdown run from Jordan Pash, 2-point conversion good, 24-0 at that time. Didn't look good for Waupun to score here before halftime.
Yeah, they needed a turnover. I do not believe the Papermakers punted the ball one time in that first half.
No.
So, yeah, it's a little bit of a story of what this game has been all about. And again, offensive line for the Papermakers just doing an amazing job up front, able to control the line of scrimmage, and Nekoosa just grinding out first down after first down. And Waupun, as you said, they made a few adjustments. They made a few individual plays to get them in some longer yardage situations. 3rd down and 15, 2nd down and 9, but still not able to get the stops and force a punt.
I'm sure. What do we have Chase down for as far as passing in the first half? How many yards did he have? Or you had a number?
132.
Yeah, so he had a big passing game, but they just found ways to kind of slow down their drives with some penalties that pushed him back and made it a 3rd down and long situations too many times down the field and tried to throw that one in the back of the end zone, but that got picked off. So opportunities there for Waupun, but they finally defense came up with a big play and a batted pass deeper in the back in the Papermakers' side of the field, batted in the air, and Kyler Sanders comes up with it and taken down at the 8-yard line of the Papermakers. And 3 plays later, Waupun gets one in the end zone with a 2-yard touchdown into Logan Thrall. 2-point conversion, no good on that one, but we'll see how Chase Beam is when he's taken down. Trying to do that 2-point conversion, got taken down hard and slowly went off the field.
Yeah, helmet popped off. He was able to get up. He didn't want to talk to the trainers as he went to the sideline, so hopefully he's fine. The other guy that went down was Grant Gopalem, and Gopalem took a big hit on that left leg, and we don't want to speculate, but he did go off the field on his own power, but he was limping, not putting a lot of weight on his left leg. And I did see him on the sideline kind of walking back and forth behind the team bench area, and again he was limping a bit. Hopefully it's nothing serious and he'll be able to, if not today, come back in a week or so.
Okay, we're going to take a break. Randy's got some numbers to bring you and break down first half with that. Waupun trailing 24-6 at halftime in Nekoosa against the Papermakers, and we'll be back with more of our halftime show coming your way in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Andy, a nice fall week here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're getting into the Brewers playoff push. The weather's starting to turn. We still got the patio open. We're starting to change over some of our beers on the tap line. I've got 4 Oktoberfest going right now, so we're bringing in a different cider to come with the fall, and there's always something going on here.
Packers come up against Vikings on Sunday.
They kick it off at noon on Sunday. We will definitely be here. We'll have wings going all day like normal for Packer Sunday, and drink specials and touchdown shots, and you have to stop in and see what we're doing. Yeah, we kicked the meat raffle season off again. We do it every other Sunday. We had one this last Sunday, and the next one is on the 7th of October. The last meat raffle and that meat raffle all together, and we're going to maximize the amount of money that we give to the animal shelter here in town.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Stop on by and get some great specials here, too.
Absolutely. You'll have to come in and see what Tierney's rolling off the special board, but chili's back in season on the soup board, so you'll have to see what we've got. We've got a couple of new appetizers you'll have to check out. There's definitely something here for you.
Have a great week, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back at halftime. Waupun still trailing 24-6 here at halftime. Your new Metal Integrated Healthcare Scoreboard. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgill with me. Big Nate Young doing the video streaming, and Randy doing the sounds about right stats for us right now. So let's see what you got, Randy.
Sound about right stats are fairly accurate usually.
That's our new title of that.
Yeah, I like
used it the first one. I was doing them and guessing, but yeah, sounds about right stats with Randy.
Well, the sounds about right stats are going to say that the rushing game for Waupun is pretty dismal. I have them down 6 carries for 3 total yards. So not able to move the ball on the ground whatsoever. In the passing game, Chase Beam, 9 of 13, again putting up just magic-type numbers. 132 yards, 9 of 13. Braden Torres, 1 catch for 7. Logan Prawl, he has 4 catches, 86 yards with a 2-point conversion. Emmett Hull, 3 catches for 26. Graham Gopal, 1 catch for 10. And Kyler Sanders with 1 catch for 13 yards. So again, Waupun able to move the ball through the air, but then just not able to get it in the end zone. And I'll tell you what, Steve, 24-6 is a lot better than what it could have been if it was, with under 2 minutes left. Waupun able to get that big turnover. I'm not sure who batted that up in the air, but one of the outside linebackers, I'm not sure if that was DeGroff or one of the guys on the right side, got a hand on it. Sanders was the guy that was the beneficiary of it, picked it off, and gave Waupun a short field to make this game a little bit more respectable right now.
Your halftime score, 24-6. And we got another halftime score in the conference, and that is Berlin. Is it 35? 35-0 over the Ripon Tigers in their ball game. Ripon having a tough time. Lost like 22 games in a row or something. Right. So it's been a rough path, and they're not going to get better playing Berlin and getting that first win against them. They're very sound program that they have going over there. So again, Berlin 35-0 at halftime of their ball game out of the South Central Conference teams. And I think we're going to take a break right now. We'll come back in just a few minutes and bring you the second half. Waupun again trailing 24-6 here at halftime at Nekoosa. Back after this on RP Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmsen, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmsen, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Andy, a nice fall week here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're getting into the Brewers playoff push. The weather's starting to turn. We've still got the patio open. We're starting to change over some of our beers on the tap line. I've got 4 Oktoberfest going right now, so we're bringing in a different cider to come with the fall, and there's always something going on here.
Packers coming up against Vikings on Sunday.
They kick it off at noon on Sunday. We will definitely be here. We'll have wings going all day like normal for Packer Sunday, and drink specials and touchdown shots, and you have to stop in and see what we're doing. Yeah, we kicked the meat raffle season off again. We do it every other Sunday. We had one this last Sunday, and the next one is on the 7th of October. The last meat raffle and that meat raffle all together, and we're going to maximize the amount of money that we give to the animal shelter here in town.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Stop on by and get some great specials here, too.
Absolutely. You'll have to come in and see what Tierney's rolling off the special board, but chili's back in season on the soup board, so you'll have to see what we've got. We've got a couple of new appetizers you'll have to check out. There's definitely something here for you.
Have a great week, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Okay, we are back and flying right along here. Halftime almost over, ready to start playing some football. Waupun will receive here, and that would be huge for Waupun to get a little drive going here, get into the end zone, and make this thing a ball game. Down 24-6 at halftime. Waupun receiving here to start things out.
Once again, shout out to Brent Ferris on his 50th birthday.
Yeah.
Otis, affectionately known as Otis.
Yeah,
for
good
Otis,
guy.
Otis Elevator Company. All of his jackets and his a lot of his work shirts say Otis on it, and that's where that I think where that came from. And I always wondered when I first got to know him, like, how come they call you Otis? And then it's his company that he works for. So 50th birthday to Brent Ferris.
Yeah, ball kick from the 25-yard line taken by Del Ponte, and little Canada trying to go on the left side. Didn't have that reckless abandon he knew normally would want out of a guy returning it. Kind of held himself up, and he gets taken down right around the 37-yard line.
Still decent field position for Waupun. See if they can get it done here. And I believe Chase Beam is back on the field. That's what I was looking for. He went off at the end of the first half, but he is back.
They kicked that off from the 25. They kicked,
There must have been a penalty.
Yeah, there must have been something at the end of the half or something or whatever. The Warriors the last to know. The announcer guys are the last ones to know. A little handoff over to Kyler Sanders around the left side, and some hard yards there, but he picked up maybe 5 yards on the play up to the 43-yard line. He's a good hardcore runner.
Yeah, that was his best run of the night for Waupun and for Sanders.
Yeah, get that running game going and opens up the passing game just a little bit. And Waupun going right here on this drive. A 2nd down and 5 at their own 43-yard line. Underway just the early seconds here of the second half over at Nekoosa. Sanders again with a carry and lunges himself forward. This should be a first down. Nice job. Keeps those legs churning even though his body was at about a 40-degree angle and just kept on going forward and gets it up to the 49-yard line for Waupun. First down for the Warriors. A little handoffs to Sanders to get us going. Said Graham Gopalan not in the ball game. Only one of the receivers out there for the Warriors. Sanders kicks it out to the left side. He's in Nekoosa territory. Dives forward up to about the 44-yard line. Picks up right around 7 yards on the play.
3 straight runs by Sanders. Ripping off about 18 yards on those 3 runs.
It was a nice run. He decided early to kick that thing out to the left side and found an opening to get himself some good positive yards. 2nd down and 3 now for the Warriors. Waupun not running a whole lot in that first half, and at least not successfully.
Yeah, they only had 6 carries on the ground in the first half. They have 3 in a row here.
They'll make it 4. Sanders gets it again, but nowhere to go, and he's going to maybe lose about a yard of the play back to the 45-yard line. They get a 3rd down and right around 3 or 4 yards to go. Got a player on the ground now for Nekoosa. Nate, how are we doing commercial-wise? Do we want to keep it right here? Or are we doing? Okay, we're good with that, so we'll keep it right here. Again, nice drive up here today. About an hour, and I made it longer by taking a few wrong turns and not, believing my GPS. But just simply get on Highway 73 and just keep on going till you drive into Nekoosa. And boy, you got to see a nice view of the Wisconsin River out there. There's a bald eagle, just on cue to start flying around for our entertainment. And yeah, pretty impressive when we drove into town here. We're seeing that beautiful Wisconsin River.
Yeah, made a quick stop and asked a couple of locals where a good place to grab a bite to eat. They told us, was it Rouse's Roadhouse? Rouse Roadhouse, I think. Rouse or Rouse. And
it came French, it was like Roux. It was, but yeah, that was a great place. It was
very friendly people as well.
You had the fish, I had the hamburger. I was happy with my food. You were happy with yours, and that was the right call. Somebody definitely directed us in the right way.
Again, looks like one of the higher numbers, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see here. Yeah, 62. He was one of the guys on the homecoming court.
Oh.
Went down.
Hope there's not a dance later on today or tomorrow. I might not be up for the task on
he's moving okay.
Dancing out there, but just slow dances for him coming up tomorrow. But Jaron Richardson, big dude, 5'8", 195, and always good to see the players come off on their own power.
Up on ready to run a play. He's still not off the field.
Yeah, you might want to get those guys off the field before you let them wind it up and ready to play. Here we go. So a 3rd down, big 3rd down and 4 yards now for Waupun on the 45-yard line of Nekoosa. Beam gets it, looking down the field off to his right, and that is complete. And it's going to be right around that 1st down marker, completion in the hands of Del Ponte. See where they mark it, and a 1st down for Waupun. Okay, they move the sticks. Good little mix of plays there. A lot of run plays. Ends up with a pass play that gets them up right outside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Waupun needed about 5 yards. They got about 5.5. Nice job.
Bob Spansbar also asking why nobody told us officially on that one. Sanders gets it again, and he's going to just fall forward, maybe against himself about a half a yard on the play, but why the ball was kicked from the 25-yard line, so had to have been something at the end of the first half for that. But you don't have a big production truck out there where they can go and say we were told this.
No,
we were told nothing.
I don't think the PA announcer knew anything either.
He didn't say anything.
There was no mention of anything at the end of the half or at the kickoff.
Beam looking off to his left, nothing there. Scrambling off to his right, and open is Del Ponte at the 25, and that'll be a touchdown for Waupun. 40-yard connection. Looked like things were breaking down, and they find Del Ponte down to the 25-yard line. Nobody near him, and he scampers into the end zone. My wife hates that when I use it, so I got to say it once a game if I can. But a big touchdown there for Waupun. And an injured player down holding his ankle, one of the linemen again for the Papermakers.
Yeah, that play broke down, and somebody lost track of Caden, able to slip behind the defense. Good job by Chase Beam extending the play with his feet. Yeah, it was just a matter of making sure you didn't overthrow that one with the adrenaline sprinting out to his right.
So many things that could go wrong when you have an easy play. Maybe I'm going to drop the ball, and but he hauled it in, and he headed up the field for the last 25 yards, but a very slow walk off the field by one of their big linemen now for the Papermakers.
That's number 68, Logan Zeman. We mentioned him a number of times.
Big guy.
He's a big guy, 285 pounds. Looks like he's doing okay for the most part as well.
He did reach down to his ankle when he first was laying on the ground, so maybe a little tweak of the ankle for him as he does, again, another player coming off on their own power.
He's a big part of that team. He defense and offensive player. It looks all right.
Hey, Waupun's got the momentum going right now, getting a touchdown near the end of half. Now with another touchdown, 24-12 the score with 9:02 left in the third quarter.
This is Waupun's first drive, and just sticking with that same formation for the 2-point conversion. Didn't end well for Waupun in the first attempt. It'll pass off to the right side. Emmett Hull has it, and he's got himself in the end zone right by the pylon. Waupun with a 2-point conversion, and they now trail by 10, 24 to 14. And we'll be back after this with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Okay, we are back. Waupun scores 40-yard touchdown connection to a Caden Del Ponte from the pass from Chase Beam. And ball taken right around the 18-yard line in the hands of Jordan Pash. And Waupun's defense keeps it down at about the 25, 26-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Papermakers. So here we go. Momentum going Waupun's way. Now the defense has to find a way to. We didn't see their punter at all in that first half, Randy.
We did not. The only drive that was stopped came on the interception by Sanders. Yeah, Waupun, maybe they made a few adjustments here at halftime. Looks like they have a 4-man defensive front right now, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers.
Here we go. The defense is up to the task here in the second half. Little handoff up the middle, and just nothing but Nash Kirchmar just taking it right through a hole. Didn't even hesitate to wait for a hole to happen. Just boom, up the field and took it up to the 40-yard line. Took about 14 yards up the field, like the announcer said, just in case you didn't see that. It happened in a hurry. As soon as he got it, it was just off to the races, set his foot, and boom, he was up the field and got himself a nice gain. 1st down now for the Papermakers.
We are not seeing Logan Prawl on defense at the safety position again for a long time. He's been in the game on offense.
And another big play there and a 1st down, and going to get the ball to about the 49-yard line, about a 9-yard carry on that play.
Seeing Brennan Redeker now at safety, the sophomore.
Yeah, we saw him earlier this season, mentioned his name a few times in some of the games here, and an interception and some big plays in a game about 3-4 games ago.
Maybe just giving Prawl a bit of a rest. There's the overload again.
2nd down and a yard to go, and they got themselves a 1st down. A little more resistance that time, but somehow the ball goes from about the 48-yard line to almost the 45 of Waupun as they push the pile up, and keeping it again is the quarterback Nash Kirchmar, and taking things over ball handling wise for the Papermakers.
Clayton Taylor getting another break, brings in Andre DelVale, the junior, 235-pound defensive lineman for Waupun.
Ball now in the Waupun side of the field, and Finn Kirchmar gets it. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play up to the 41-yard line. And they don't hesitate. They hand that ball off, and boom, they're up the field, and another 6-yard gain makes it a 2nd down and 4 yards to go at the 41 of Waupun.
And that's a skill that high school kids sometimes have to learn, and that's firing off the ball, being the first off the ball. You don't want to jump off sides, but you got to work at that. Quick off the ball, running backs quick to the hole. It's going to usually give you positive results.
This time they're going to go around the left side with it. Kirchmar has it, Finn, and gets it up to right around the 35-yard line.
They're going to give them actually up to about the 33-yard line. Easy first down there, again, for the Papermakers. No answer for the running game of the Papermakers for Waupun here in the ball game.
If you're one of the youth football players or maybe a younger, not quite varsity level yet players, I can tell you what one answer is for this running game. That's hit the weight room.
Yeah.
You got to hit the weight room, guys.
No doubt.
It's all about physical strength.
It's one thing when he goes to like Hiwasskum or a Berlin team, those guys definitely are in the weight room. Kirchmar Nash goes around the right side with it still on his feet, breaks some tackles, and dives forward to about the 19-yard line. Well, they're going to give him a lot more than that. Even got him the bounce of his body afterwards up to the 18-yard line. So the first down for the Papermakers.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun with that here, their PA announcer and the crowd.
They liked it the first time, so he said it again.
Yeah, he said it about 10 times.
Yeah,
tonight,
he? Let's say one just in case you didn't see it. First and 10 now for the Papermakers. Finn Kirchmar with it. And he's going to get taken down inside the 15-yard line, maybe down to the 14.
Cody Kellerud on the tackle.
Pick up of about 4 on that play. Makes it a second down and 6 yards to go.
Yeah. Freshman Klostebor playing in the defensive end position right now. A lot of young guys getting action here for Waupun.
Is he a baseball guy too?
He is. That I know.
Yeah, good three-sport athlete. Can't wait to see him on a basketball court too. Big, strong, physical guy out there, Klostebor. Second down and 6. You're going to fake pitch it out and give it into a little spin by the 2-yard line, and going to get taken down just before he gets to the goal line. And that run by Finn Kirchmar. They run that play so well.
Yeah.
A fake little pitch out to the right and then give it to Finn right up the middle. It's just quick happening stuff out there and run to perfection by the Papermakers. So a first and goal, the ball sitting at the 2-yard line. And it's going to go right up the gut with it, and a touchdown for the Papermakers. So an immediate answer there by the host Nekoosa Papermakers with 5:07 left here in the third quarter. It looked pretty easy heading up the field, not huge chunks of yards, but just kept on moving the sticks and got into the end zone.
Yeah, it was nothing fancy by any means. Good old-fashioned high school power football.
For the 2-point conversion, again, they're going to make it a little tougher on themselves by a little movement, and they're going to make it a 2-point conversion from a little farther away. Yeah, we've got quite a ride now. It was fun coming up here on a beautiful day, but now it's going to be pitch black and deer country the whole way home. So
I hope not.
For 2 sets of eyes, going to be watching the highway on the way back.
We saw 3 deer right in the city limits of Nekoosa when we came
right.
here. They were just standing like
3
right
blocks up that way.
Yeah, standing right on the side of the sidewalk in town.
You know, Nash is going to hang on to a Kirchmar around the left side, and he's going to get taken down to Waupun. Oh, then we've got a penalty.
It's going to be a horse collar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. They're going to stop Landon DeGroff on that one. The penalty. So again, score 30-14 with 5:07 left here in the third quarter. Waupun gives them those yards back. And ball sitting now at the 4-yard line for another attempt at this 2-point conversion.
Oh, my legs are cramping up.
Okay. They're cramping up?
I'm cramping up a bit after the 2-hour drive, and then sitting here for a couple hours now. I need to get up and walk around, I think.
You can't stand here, otherwise you'll be looking through 2 panes of glass. It's not quite the ideal situation. Still a nice place here.
There we go.
And again, Waupun takes care of business
stopping the two-point conversion this time, so there's another step in the right direction, stopping the two-point conversion, which they haven't done yet. So scores 30-14 with 5:07 left here in the third quarter. And we'll be back with more Waupun Warrior football after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Okay, we are back. We kicked Nate out of the booth too. He's sitting on the bleachers right now, right in front of us. But
he likes it out there.
Yeah, it's nice and cool out there, Nate. It's like 80 degrees in here. You'd just be sweating if you were in here, but I'm comfy in here. I might take a nap.
He's hanging out with all the Nekoosa moms out there.
He's out having some fun with the
smile
crowd.
on his face. Wow, what a kick!
Ball is taken back at the 10-yard line in the hands of Timon Alsma. With it, takes it up to about the 24-yard line. Is that right? Alsma with it?
Yeah, that's what he is in the book, number 34.
Yeah, Alsma with it.
He's only a freshman.
Yeah, I've seen him out there. A great athlete on the basketball court, on a very good JV football team. And Timon Alsma with the return on that. So Tim should be happy with one of his kids. 3 daughters, and now he's got his son coming up here in high school. Got a pretty good athletic class that he's part of. Ball taken by a Reeder, and kind of cuts it. Looked like he's going to go left with it. Saw a hole up straight ahead and takes it up the field for a nice little gain on first down up to the 32-yard line.
7 on that one, a long 7. We've seen this act before. Sanders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carries to open up the second half. Now Reeder in the game. A 2-headed rushing attack that Waupun uses. Keep those guys fresh.
Yeah, they kind of use them that way. Reeder's got it again, kicks it out to the left, got himself a first down, and more dives forward to the 45-yard line. They'll pick up right around 13 yards on the play, or 13. It's a hard run there by Reeder. He's doing a good job changing exactly where he might have been looking like he was going to go, and kind of corrects and goes where those holes are and finishes hard. 45-yard line now, Waupun side of the field, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 4:10 and counting down in the third quarter. 30-14, Waupun trailing. Reeder breaks the tackle, still on his feet, knocking people over along the way for a 7-yard gain up to the 48-yard line of the Papermakers. Some hard running there from Reeder. Makes it a 2nd down and 3.
Waupun doing a much better job running the ball here in the second half. DeGroff up there, Sawyer Bruins, Noah Gould, Potratz, Taylor doing a nice job.
Here goes on the right side, breaks a few tackles. First down, crosses the 40, still on his feet. Lowers his head, knocks over a few players along the way, and takes it down right around to the 31-yard line.
17 on that one.
Man, some nice running there by Reeder. Good physical running by him.
Clayton Taylor pulled that time from the left side. Got around and led down the field, doing a nice job.
1st and 10 for Waupun, looking good right now, up to the task. Trailing by 16, 30-14. Beam gets a snap, again handing it off to Reeder, and dives forward and picks up maybe about 3 yards on the play up to the 28-yard line.
Penalty at the end.
And the third gets up. After that
might be going against Nekoosa, the way I
Third
see
kind of
the
got up and
body
kind of pointed
language.
that way too. Gets marked off. Let's see where they're going to go with it. Messing with us here. There you go. He was going the wrong way there for a second. But they're going to mark that down way inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14-yard line. Big penalty on that one.
Did not see any indication.
No.
It must have been a personal foul. Could have been verbal. They didn't really see anything.
Yeah, third grade jumped him when he's laid there for a while. Then he got up and he kind of pointed it's going to be on them. And that one didn't go anywhere. Reeder kind of just couldn't get his footing. The defense was right there. Nothing went right on that play. And they're going to lose some yards back to about the 18-yard line. Be a second down and about 14 yards to go or so.
Waupun had 3 rushing yards in the first half. That's how bad and dismal it was. Right now, the 2 running backs, Sanders and Reeder, they're ripping off some yardage here.
So second down and about 14 yards to go. Ball at the Papermakers' 14-yard line. Fake handoff. Beam looks up the field, being chased. Looks in the end zone, throws it up, and that goes off the hands of Braden Torres right at the goal line. Incomplete pass. Makes it a third down and 14 yards to go.
Now Logan Prawl running a route, slant route, crossing route. He got right behind Torres, brought a lot of traffic to the play there. Torres and Prawl within 3 or 4 yards of each other.
Another big play here for Waupun. Down by 16, but 2:07 left, and making things respectable over the last few minutes of the ball game here into the third quarter. It's trading touchdowns. Beam looks in the end zone over to Prawl, goes up. We've got a penalty in the offensive backfield and another penalty at the end of that play. See what they sort this out. I was going to say it was caught by Logan Prawl in the end zone, but then there's a penalty in the offensive backfield and one up by where the catch was for Logan Prawl in the end zone. Hauls it in and throw 50-50 to ball to him whenever I get a chance, but put him in that situation.
This could be offsetting.
Official's going to come out here. Somebody can see it. A hold on Waupun and a pass interference. Push on the defense, so let's play that play again. But Logan Prawl is one of those guys, just throw one up for him, he's going to go up and grab it and haul it in. So he did catch it in the end zone, but offsetting penalties. Let's do this one again. Third down and 14 to go.
All that didn't count, and yet what an amazing play. That's a pretty good throw by Chase Beam, and then a better catch.
Logan's great at correcting. Just get his body ready and just goes up, and he just wants it more than the defender wants. And plus, he's a tall, athletic player. Besides, got a timeout taken by Nekoosa. We'll do the same back after this on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back here at Nekoosa. First game in football for Waupun against Nekoosa in the same conference, the South Central Conference. Both teams 2-1 coming into the ball game. Waupun trying to fight their way back in. Third down and 14 to go now, with the ball sitting at the 18-yard line of Nekoosa. Beam back in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Beam in trouble right now, and looking up the field and can't find a receiver. And he's going to go down for another big loss for Waupun.
Nobody open on the play, nowhere to go. Beam's limping a little bit now, slow to get up. Good news is Graham Gopalin back in the game. I feel pretty good about that. He took a big hit to his left leg. Hopefully it was just maybe a thigh bruise or a hip bruise. Good to see him back out there. knowing he's at least healthy enough to play in this game and compete again.
Yeah, he's a difference maker when he gets it. He always comes up with some big plays throughout the season so far, and he can take it down the field. But right now, Waupun not a great situation, a 4th down, and now a timeout taken by the Warriors with 51 seconds left in the quarter, trailing by 16. But we're going to come back with a 4th down and about 20 yards to go. So timeout, back in 30 seconds or more. Warrior football on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back at Nekoosa. Waupun still coming back to that same situation. 4th down and 20 to go with the ball sitting at the 24-yard line after Beam gets sacked on the last play.
We can hope all we want. Things will change during a timeout. Yeah, maybe something happened and there was a penalty. It would be 4th and only 5, but nope.
There we go, big play for Waupun, and looking off to the right, and again overshoots Braden Torres. Poor Braden. It seems like every time the ball kind of heads his direction, it goes, shoots over his head.
A lot of contact there, but the ball was already passed. Torres kind of looking around like.
So Nekoosa takes over on downs now at their own 24-yard line. Ooh, big news, 2 sausages and cheese pizza left yet. Hey, they have Rocky's Pizza there, and we had some breadsticks that kind of shared them with everybody, and with a dipping sauce and the whole works.
Yeah, again, what an amazing facility here in Nekoosa. I don't know how a town of about 3,000 people can pull something like this off, but yeah, just amazing facility.
Said it was a referendum that they had, and they decided to go with it. Ooh, the ball was loose, but they call it down at the end of that. Finn Kirchmar with the carry. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Right at the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go. How about a stop here on this drive? Deep here and get that field position, get the ball back. You're only down a couple scores. You can do it right now.
Stop or maybe a turnover even. There it is.
Oh, ball's on the ground, and that's going to at least stop him right about the line of scrimmage again. Yeah, almost. They handed that one off to Finn Kirchmar, and it was dropped for a bit, but he got it. And let's give him a yard on the play, actually. They're going to after that. So
good to see Chase Van Buren out there again. He can make a difference in the game.
Well, we'll see. Coming up in just 1 minute, Waupun trailing 30-14. A 3rd down for the Papermakers when we come back for the 4th quarter after this on RP Sports.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Okay, we are back at Nekoosa, and it's a 3rd down and about 7 yards to go as they start this 4th quarter out. It'd be nice to stop them right here. Big play for Waupun defensively need a stop, need to force a punt. Get that ball back in their hands right now with a 3rd and a 7. Here goes Nash Kirchmar, gets it, and he's going to get whipped down finally. And boy, he got kind of thrown down too close to that first down marker. They had him at about the 32-yard line. He kind of spun around and was spun to the ground. And
say first. No, they're going to first down. They're going to give it to him without a measurement.
He's the non-measurement crew.
Yeah, it's absolutely correct.
In a key part of the game, I guess. So, okay.
That was just a matter of he needed to tackle better there, though. He got about 2 extra yards after all that contact, and he's not a big guy.
No.
Had to drive him backwards.
Yeah, he would have been 2 or 3 yards back, but good fight for him, and they kind of tackled him up towards the first down marker. 1st and 10 again for the Papermakers. Going to give it to Finn Kirchmar around that left side, just tucks it in, follows his blockers, and gets himself right around 7 yards up to the 41-yard line. I think they'll get just the 40 on this one. Gets 6 on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 4 yards to go. That was your opportunity right there, 3rd and 7. And he gets it right to the first down marker for a first down to keep things moving. Just under 11 to play in the ball game, early going here in the 4th quarter. 30-14 the score. Papermakers ahead on their homecoming, and Nash Kirchmar takes it for a nice gain. A little fake handoff, takes it himself around the right side up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 again for the Papermakers. Waupun's homecoming coming up next week Friday, taking on Wautoma. At home for the homecoming. Best place to play your homecoming game, right at home.
Boy, we almost played one on the road a while back.
Yeah.
We had the grub season when we didn't have a football field.
Yeah, that was a crazy year. Going to do some games on the road or using that other field. They did that. Tackle right about the 49-yard, 2-yard gain on that play over to Finn Kirchmar. Makes it a 2nd down and 8 to go. Again, need to make a couple plays here and see if we can get that ball back. Can't afford to let them score again.
I have to credit Mr. Gordy Pinch for that. His son was the quarterback on that team that year when they had the field was unusable, and they were going to move that homecoming game to New Holstein. He said, no way, we're going to get this thing ready at the practice field. We're going to make this happen somehow. Moved bleachers there, did everything so the Waupun kids could play in their home city.
I remember doing the game from a flatbed truck, so you weren't up very high, but it was something. And it was a great day. It was a beautiful day there, and everybody came. They got a win. It was a positive day that day, and
played at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock because there was no lights. The New Holstein accommodated that as well.
Yeah, thanks to them for doing that. But that was a very positive experience that day. Everybody felt pretty good, and it was fun.
You and I sat on the back of Rick Bentz's tow truck.
Right.
That's who Rick Bentz pulled his truck down there on that when the track was still there, and at the old by the field there by Veterans Memorial. That was a special day that they pulled that off.
3rd down and 2 yards to go, and Kirchmar on his feet gets himself a first down and takes it up to about the 38-yard line of the Waupun Warriors. And another first down for the Papermakers. Just slowly, systematically wear you down, keeps the clock running, and leading by 16 now over Waupun.
Yeah, my son Avery was on that team that year when they moved that game, and I remember there was about 12 or 15 of the dads got together and said, we're going to make this happen. So every community can do it if they want to.
Handoff around the right side over to Anderson, Eli Anderson on the carry.
Sanders on the tackle.
Not much over there for the Papermakers, but the clock continues to tick down to 8:05 and counting down here in the ball game.
Well, Waupun's got a few things to work on. Maybe a little bit better run defense would be a point of emphasis if you're going to go to the next level with this team.
Yeah, they've had a little trouble with that throughout the season, really stopping the run.
Yeah, the Dells took it to them too a little bit on the ground. Oh, Number 76 jumped there.
They had number 1, Jordan Pash, in motion from the right to the left, and then a little jump at the line. So probably a penalty going the other way. Second down and 15 yards to go.
Papermakers, they just run clock though. These long drives, they just, if you're behind and your offense is on the sidelines, you're just like, we need to get the football back if we're going to make any kind of a stand here. And then they just can't get it back. They just continue to run clock.
Then Kirchmar's going to get taken down the backfield. Kyler Sanders with a big tackle. And he shot through there like a cannon, and they try to pitch it out to Kirchmar around that left side, and Sanders all over it for the loss. Big play there defensively for Waupun.
Sanders, he's been good on offense and good on defense. He's just a quality football player.
Yeah, I remember him last year already, but man, he's really stepping it up this year and having a great offensively, defensively, nice player.
Yeah, he's a senior now. Come to that realization that this is it.
This is it right now for Waupun. A third down and 20 yards to go. And Nash Kirchmar is on the run right now. Got to take him down, and they take him down hard at about the 45-yard line. So it'll be a fourth down. We're going to see a punt for the first time out of
looks
the
like
Papermakers.
It looks like it.
Yeah, kind of setting up for one, and they have Nash Kirchmar, the quarterback, also their punter for the Papermakers. Back to punt, and Waupun is finally getting a punt receiver back out there on the field, and that again is Timon Alsma out there.
Yeah, the freshman.
Tall, lanky return man now for Waupun. And this is going to hopefully make its way into the end zone. And a nice attempt there by the Papermakers, by Finn Kirchmar, but goes into the end zone. Waupun will take over at their own 20, and they got the stop that they needed. But not much time on the clock, 5:27. It's already wore itself down to already.
Yeah. Gopal, usually the deep man for punt returns. He's limited action, but the positive thing is we have seen him back on the field, so whatever injury he had, hopefully it's not anything serious. He'll be able to recover from it. Hey, guess what, Steve? I think it's Logan Prawl time.
You think so?
I think I think we need to. It's got to be either him or Torres.
Yeah, a little handoff around the right side. Sanders carrying it this time. And doesn't quite make it to the sidelines, but does have a nice run for a first down up to right around the 33, 34-yard line. They're going to maybe even give him the 35. A little extra to get it up to that 35-yard line.
We'll give him 15 on that one.
Sure, the official did, so
that's right.
We'll give it to him too.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of speech they had, or maybe it was one of the players in the offensive line, but they are definitely playing much better here in the second half, able to run the ball.
First and 10 now for Waupun at their own 35. A flag on the play, and that's going to be off the mark on the pass over to Sanders over on the right side. Clock stops at 4:51. Waupun down by 16, 30-14 on homecoming night here at Nekoosa.
Illegal shift on Waupun. That'll be a 5-yard mark off.
Well, they just said Watoma. That was against.
Yeah, it was against Waupun. It can't be an illegal shift on the defense.
No, he said Watoma.
Oh,
the team that they played last week.
Watoma.
He said against Watoma. First down at 15 now for Waupun. That's Waupun's opponent coming up next week, and it was Nekoosa's opponent last week. A 49-0 victory for the Papermakers in that game.
We drove through Watoma.
Yes. Oh, and that is a completed pass over to Kyler Sanders right up the middle. Gets him on a dead sprint, and he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Well, they're just going to give him the 40-yard line. First and 10 now for the Warriors at the Papermaker 40-yard line. This game isn't over yet. Waupun still battling yet. 4:44 and counting down in the ball game.
I'll give him 30 on that one.
Needs to get a play going here and get something going with time running off the clock. Prawl looking for some kind of instruction on what the play is. Ball over to Beam. He's rolling out to his right. He's got plenty of room over there. And, another overshot ball for the poor Braden Torres. He gets nothing but that one was a catchable ball, but still that would have been a tough catch if he caught it over there by the sideline.
Chase Beam had nothing but green striped turf in front of him. He could have tucked that one in and probably got almost a first down, if not more.
Makes it a 2nd down and 10 with 4:20 left in the ball game. Beam goes off to his left with it, and boy, that was a bad play right from the start there for the Warriors. They get the ball to Miles Sheridan along the left side, but Papermakers all over that play. Take him down right away, and he is going to lose about, usually do put him right on those main goal markers. I'm going to say it's a 5-yard loss. Sheridan's going to check out. Again, 3rd down and 15.
Have to find a way to keep this drive going here.
Yeah, this is your chance right now. In the hands back of the Papermakers again. They know how to run some clock off. Perfect pass right on the defender on Caden Del Ponte, and they find him right up the middle for a first down up to the 25-yard line. Of course, they put it right in the 25. It's 10 now for the Warriors.
That's Del Ponte's 3rd catch here in the second half.
Boy, that was a nice ball with a defender right on Del Ponte. Played right in there by Beam. And being chased around the right, he's going to throw it up the field, and a completed pass into Logan Prawl by the end zone, and they're going to say he's down beforehand. Oh, man. Wow, what a nice play by Waupun, finding Logan Prawl, cutting across the field from the left to the right, and he's just shy of the end zone. Wapun's got to punch this thing in and try to get that ball back. They're going to try to the touchdown, 2-point conversion, get back to a 1-score ball game. Who would have thought? Beam gets it, and then we got a flag. Come on.
It's going to go against the defense.
Against the defense.
Yeah, that's good. Should be declined, and Waupun should count the score. Well, he didn't get in, apparently. Boy, I thought he pushed in on the old tush-push play. He take Landon Potratz, pull him from that left tackle spot. He goes behind Chase Beam and gets a little backside push.
Beam again, kind of taking their time here as the clock is running down. And Beam just lunges forward and into the end zone. Touchdown for Waupun. Now 30-20, the lead for Nekoosa. Waupun has got to get the 2-point conversion on this one to get within 1 score in this ball game.
Another player down for Nekoosa. Yeah, it was first down at the 25-yard line. Logan Prawl got about 24.5 yards on that play. Could not get it over the, goal line for that touchdown.
That cost him about a minute on the clock, almost 45 seconds on the clock. It
would have been
ticking down. And
another nice opportunity for him to score again.
That says a lot about Waupun. They're battling out here and got themselves a chance to get back within 1 score. Try to get that. You almost have to do an onside kick to get it back, because once you put it back in their hands, they know how to run the clock off. I'm not sure we have for timeouts, a couple left yet. Injured player again on the field. Nate, are we good with the commercials? Okay. But I want to thank all our sponsors, too, for making our broadcast and our video cast possible here tonight. Nate doing a great job. Great job with the internet connection that we have here, too. So I don't always get that, but, with a place like this, all state-of-the-art stuff, beautiful field here at Nekoosa, and kind of an enjoyable first trip here to Nekoosa as one of our conference opponents in football.
Yeah, only every other year when you play in the conference in football, Nekoosa would be coming to Waupun next year. So, a lot of people, if you want to make a long trip, this is a very picturesque place to go, and A lot of cool scenery along the way. Hopefully we don't hit any deer on the way home or bear or anything else.
Who knows what they have up here? I'm not sure.
We were far enough north. I think there are bear in this area.
Logan Zeman, is that the guy that he came off before with an ankle injury earlier in the ballgame, but a little slower walk off the field this time?
Yeah, it looks like his ankle's okay now. Something maybe shoulder area, upper body.
Kind of hanging that right arm down just a little bit, but a slow walk up the field for him.
Well,
here we go. But now we've got to get back to the task at hand, and that is Waupun needing to get a 2-point conversion to keep their hopes alive in this ball game. Who would have thought they'd even be in this position to have this opportunity? But a must 2-point conversion now for the Warriors. Logan Paul, of course, in his usual spot back as the quarterback on this play. Looking down the field, pass off to the right side, and they stop the play. They used the same exact play they used earlier to success with Emmett Hull getting the pass, and they took him down right away. And Waupun down by 10 with 2:35 left here in the ball game. Waupun's only chance on onside kick, get it back, score quickly, and get another onside kick. I don't know.
Yeah, you needed that conversion right there to make it a one-score possibility. Good thing is this turf is hard. Onside kicks are a little easier. You can kick the ball high and sometimes get a really good hard bounce. It'll pop up in the air. A chance to go down and cover it, but yeah, you're right. They still need to score twice, and I have not seen Waupun kick an extra point this season where, you know, a field goal would probably not be in their repertoire.
No. 10-point deficit here for Waupun. I mean, some positive stuff that they did fight back. A lot of things to work on. And they did get better at stopping the run and at least slowing down a very good running team with Nekoosa. But see what they do here on an onside kick attempt.
And get some hands guys in the game right now. Prawl in over here. Sanders over there, and Reeder and Torres.
Yeah, a lot of great athletes out there on the Waupun side.
Emmett Hull on the far right side.
So here we go. Waupun battling back to give themselves some hope, but trailing by a whole 10 points with 2:35 left in the ball game. Need to get this ball back right here on this kick. It bounces nice and high, but taken in by one of the paper makers. Looks like one of the hands guys are running back Eli Anderson hauls it in. Took the nice hop that you wanted on that big hop, and but Anderson right there to haul it in and go right to the ground. His teammates there to cover up the ball and everything, and they did everything just like you're supposed to do on that play.
Yeah, percentages on recovering onside kicks not that high. You're asking an awful lot. And
breadsticks left.
Yeah. I saw your head pop up when you heard that.
Breadsticks.
like a little puppy, as you have a new grand puppy now, don't you?
Yeah, a little Pomeranian, a special kind of Pomeranian, the cute little gray thing. Call him Grizz.
Special kind, like expensive.
Yeah, special. That means he cost him a little money, but Finn Kirchmeyer with the carry around the left side, picks up around 7 yards on the play. He's up in Stanley. He's making the rounds already, that dog. He's only been with him for about, not hardly 2 days yet. And now he's up family gathering up in Stanley today. All 4 pounds of that dog.
Yeah, those pets, they become family. That our dog was a rescue, little Ava. About 14, 15 pounds maybe, and she's definitely become part of our family.
Yeah, it becomes part of your routine and stuff. And I'll be babysitting this one. That'll be, I'm the grandpa for that little dog, my daughter's dog. And Kirchmar's going to take it for a first down, it looks like, or at least first down. They're moving the sticks.
Yeah. Pretty much is going to ice the game right there.
Small repertoire here, but here we are back again at our first trip over to Nekoosa for football. Ball now sitting at the Waupun 47-yard line. Clock just ticking down right now. Clock the friend of the paper makers, and they're going to win here on homecoming night by a score of 30-20.
Again, happy birthday, Brent Ferris. We have to mention that. He's a big part of Waupun athletics.
Yeah,
good
does a great
guy.
job. I think he does a very good job coaching that Legion team. He's definitely supplied some pretty good athletes.
Trent and Bryant.
Yeah, some nice, pretty athletic guys. Bryant in high school right now, and very nice family.
Bryant played football last year, decided not to come out this season, focusing on basketball and baseball.
Yeah, very good at both of those sports. Mom Tara also takes at home taking care of the dog and working from home.
Right.
And,
they have that little, I don't know what kind of dog, some kind of a doodle thing, curly little.
Something doodle.
It's cute as a pie, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining us here tonight. Disappointing ending here for the football game, but at least Waupun getting in a position where you didn't think they'd have that. They got that 2-point conversion. You're one score down, get the ball back, and another timeout taken.
I think Waupun called the timeout. Yeah.
Okay. Waupun with a timeout again. We'll keep it right here. We'll again have the Wautoma game next week at Friday, right? Do we have that, Nate? Are we down on the list for that one?
I believe so.
Because I don't think me and Randy are going to be there, so you got to put the headset on. You got to announce that game.
We should be there.
So.
We should be there next week, Steve.
I'm going to give him a little grief there, Randy.
Oh, okay.
Go with the flow, dude.
Sorry, I messed up. You were going to get Nate all nervous.
Nate, yeah, but now we will not be here. We're going to figure out something. We're going to be sticking with Waupun, try to get all their games in. So. Yeah, Door County calls.
Yeah, the weekend of the 11th, and that will be on.
Yeah.
We could drive back for the game, I suppose. It's only 3 hours plus.
Yeah, where is it at? Is that Boston?
I don't know. We got to figure that out. Maybe it's in Southern Door.
I don't know. I have all my papers all strewn. Yeah, it'd be nice. The Southern Door game. Gibraltar, even be better. Yeah, Gibraltar up in Fish Creek. We're there enough. We're like locals up there.
You can only say Fish Creek if you're a local. Everyone else has to say Fish Creek.
Yeah, I was told that. Yeah.
Like Johnson Creek.
Yeah, just like when they say, we say probably up here say New Orleans, but New Orleans, but locals call it Nolans. It's just Nolans. But if you're not from New Orleans, you better not say it that way. They don't like that. So one of the girls from the Weather Channel say that. What? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so again, we're sitting here with 1:07 left. It's good. Yeah, it's probably a good time for that. But again, here with the last 1:07 left of the ball game, Waupun uses their last timeout. And again, Waupun's going to lose on the road. Just their second loss. They're going to go to 4-2 on the season with 1:07 left. Not a nice little push toward the end of the ball game to take a shot at the ball game. Get that 2-point conversion. Natch Kirchmar takes it around the right side. The clock will continue to run. It might be a 4th down and short here with 50 seconds and counting down. Yeah, a pleasant trip up here today on a beautiful day. Looks like a great weekend coming up. I've got a soccer tournament for 2 of my grandsons coming up tomorrow, the season-ending tournament in Waupun. On the pitch. Is that what they call it, the pitch? Is that the field, the soccer field? I don't know what it is. I don't know the terminology. I don't even know enough to be yelling at the referees at the games because I don't know the rules totally. Can you kick a ball on the opening kickoff into the goal? What can you do? I don't know. 21 seconds left on the clock, and 4th down now for the paper makers. Waupun down by 10, 30-20. Yeah, long ride home. Should be hopefully you don't see all the wildlife of the Northwoods up here. We got some nice long stretches when you get up here by Nekoosa and coming up on Highway 73. Not the windy roads that you have when you're down south of Plainfield. Once you get past Plainfield, there's a lot of stretches where you're going like perfectly straight as an arrow for many, many miles. We saw deer right in town, so why wouldn't there be a possibility of a bunch of them crossing the highway on the way home? 3 deer sitting right in town by one of the parks or houses right in town here. So what a beautiful area. Got the big paper mill here. Got a nice bar restaurant called the Roadhouse that we ate at earlier before the game. Came early so we could find a place to eat. We were directed there, and we were very happy with the meal that we got there. Instead of eating at 9 o'clock at night on our way home, we have had our meal. So 4th down play with 21 seconds left in the ball game. And that's going to be a first down, and that will run the clock out. Waupun, again, he is going to drop this game by a score of 30-20, getting their second loss in conference play. They go to 2-2 in conference play, and the paper makers of Nekoosa will go to 3-1 in conference play and 5-1 on the season. Waupun now at 4-2 on the season. And we're going to take a break and come back, talk a little bit about the scoring here in the ball game. Randy Armgren will be making the long walk against the grain coming back here. If we ever see him, he might be done. I don't know. He might never get back here again, but he's going to be a lot more comfortable for the rest of our little stay here. So time has run out. Waupun loses 30-20. We'll take a timeout, be back with our post-game show coming your way in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmsen, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmsen, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Okay, we are back at the Nekoosa Port Edwards State Bank Field. Beautiful facility here. Looks great under the lights. And not a great experience so for Waupun with their first trip up here to Nekoosa, losing by a score of 30-20 in this game. Let's kind of look at the scoring here in the game back in the first quarter. Waupun giving up a couple touchdowns. 8:10 left in the first quarter was Nekoosa scoring a 2-yard touchdown run from Finn Kirchmar. 2-point conversion good, 8-0 at that time. 1:20 left in the quarter. A 3-yard touchdown run from Eli Anderson. 2-point conversion good at the end of one quarter. Was 16-0 in favor of Nekoosa. Move on to the second quarter, 2:40 left in the half. 21-yard touchdown run from Jordan Pash. 2-point conversion good, made it 24-0 at that time. Waupun does get a score. They get a interceptive pass and take it over at the 8-yard line. 3 plays later, Waupun's in the end zone with a completion over to Jordan Prowl from 2 yards out. Extra point, no good. 24-6 at halftime. Third quarter, 9:02 left. 40-yard touchdown pass from to Caden Del Ponte. Nice pass wide open, Randy, on that play. All of a sudden, he was just past everybody, standing at the 25-yard line. Caught it, and no resistance. Had it right in the end zone. So
yeah,
nice
a broken
touchdown.
play that Beam was able to extend with his legs, and then somebody just lost track of Caden, and he was able to slip behind the defense. And a good pass. It's not always easy in those situations. Put it right on the money, and Del Ponte able to carry it into the end zone.
That time the 2-point conversion made it 24-14. 5:07 the answer for Nekoosa. They score about 4 minutes later, 2-yard touchdown run. It ends up being 30-14 at that time with a 2-point conversion not good for the first time of the night. And then Waupun scores at 2:35 left, a touchdown run from Chase Beam. They needed to get that 2-point conversion in to make it a 1-score game, but that did not work for them, and Waupun ends up losing by a score of 30-20 here in the ball game. Need some time yet, Randy?
We'll just a minute if I can.
We'll give Randy 1 minute. And we'll just talk about the game coming up. Nate, keep it right here. We'll keep it right here. Again, you've got a game coming up next week that we'll have for you, and that is Wautoma coming to Waupun. It'll be Waupun's homecoming game, and going to take on the team that got beat by Nekoosa 49-0 last week. A chance to take on, what are they, the Hornets? Over there
I believe they are, yes.
The Hornets?
Yeah, I believe so.
Orange and black. That'll be the game in Waupun, and we'll have that game for you. Nate will be there. I'll be there. Randy will be there coming up next week, Friday. So join us for that at 7 o'clock. But not a bad game for Waupun as far as how they kind of finished there. They did slow down the attack a little bit of the paper makers and had themselves in a position to maybe get within 1 score, which I think was amazing the way things were looking there for a while. Nekoosa just looked unstoppable. Finally made them punt the ball once in the ball game, but just come up short, couldn't get that 2-point conversion. They lose 30-20.
Yeah, and I think Waupun did a much better job stopping the run, and then they did a much better job rushing the football in the second half. And I got a few quick numbers, and I'm just going to give you some second half rushing numbers because Waupun only had 3 yards in the first half. But Kyler Sanders had 34 yards in the second half, and Hayden Reeder had 46 yards in the second half. Chase Beam with 1 yard on a touchdown on the old tush-push play. Chase Beam, again, big numbers. 15-21 on the night, 247 I had him for, again, unofficially. Braden Torres only the 1 catch for 7 yards. Logan Prowl, again, another big night. He'd be 110 yards and a touchdown. Emmett Hull had 4 catches for 29 yards. Graham Gopalm, 1 catch for 10. He was limited by a bit of an injury. Caden Del Ponte, 3 catches. He had 65 yards, with one of those being a 40-yard touchdown. Kyler Sanders with 2 catches, those 2 receptions for 43 yards. And Sheridan also had a catch, but that was for negative yardage. So, again, Waupun, I think you mentioned it, Steve, they fought back and they played a pretty solid second half. And some things to build on, and once again, maybe got tossed around a little bit early by a more physical, bigger, stronger team. It just shows you a program that's on the upcome right now, that Waupun is up and coming. The weight room is so important. Get stronger, get bigger, especially in that lower body, and then, you're able to take your program to the next level.
So that is about it. We got about an hour and 50-minute drive ahead of us yet, dodging some deer and heading back home to Waupun. But again, thanks for joining us tonight. Waupun definitely showing a huge improvement this season from what we've had in the past. So they are definitely heading the right direction, like Randy said. And we'll see how they do at homecoming coming up next week, Friday at 7 o'clock at Veterans Memorial Field. Come down there and cheer on your Warriors. Try to get that nice atmosphere that they had last week in that home game, and hopefully you'll see it down there. But if you can't make it, we'll have the game for you on Radio Plus and on the radio on The Source. So have yourself a nice evening. We're going to have a nice drive back. Nate, you be safe too. And again, Waupun losing 30-20 in this ball game here at Nekoosa on their homecoming night. This has been Waupun Warrior Football on RP Sports.